Sesh Podcast, episode 138, take one.
Hi, friends, and welcome back to the Sesh. I'm Kendall.
And I'm Janelle, and we're joined by Karelly and Sydney per usual.
Sup, ladies?
Sup,
What's
ladies?
up?
What's up, ladies?
We're all a little traumatized right now because we just discovered the aging filter on TikTok.
I just thought of
It's
the
called
fact
the
that
aged filter.
someone's going to put that on us while they're watching this episode.
Oh, you guys should.
Yeah. Imagine if you filmed the whole thing in age filter. That shit is wild.
I'd be scarred.
If you've never tried it, go to TikTok and just type in age filter.
These filters these days, man.
Unreal. They're unreal.
Messing
Kids
with my
these
mental health
days.
because now I'm scared.
So declassified.
It's like seeing, you know, back in the day, we would talk about like, imagine if you could see yourself 60 years from now. Now you can.
Mm-hmm.
So we're all going to be fucked mentally.
Yeah, that filter was not good.
No, it's going to make us want to buy more skincare products, get Botox,
It really
get
pissed
surgeries.
me off.
It's pretty
Because
frightening.
The teeth portion of it make your teeth shrink. I'm like, that doesn't happen. So what the fuck?
Or does it?
I think
Maybe over time they like grind down.
No,
Look it up.
No.
She says not happening to me.
No, I'm paying for Invisalign. No, do teeth shrink
Invisalign ain't
when
gonna
you
help you.
age? I know, but teeth don't shrink unless you have a habit of rubbing your front teeth together. I don't do that.
So don't grind them down. You'll be okay. But yeah, your cheeks get bigger. Your nose. Did you know your nose kind of flattens and widens?
Did you know your nose grows even after you die?
Fucking
And your
scary.
ears. Your
I don't like
ears
that.
grow. That's why like old people have huge ears too.
Yep. You could get more piercings though.
True. More
room.
More room for piercings.
Could be good. But yeah, pretty frightening. I tried that filter last night in bed and it was like dim lighting and I was like, oh, this isn't so bad. I look okay. I'll take it. No. I tried it with the lighting today here in the studio.
It's really ugly. No offense.
It's very frightening.
Just kidding. We look all terrible.
It's just depressing.
No, we're gonna be gorgeous old ladies, okay?
Wait, Karelly put the filter on. She looked like us, like Kendall and I's and Sydney's age. Like now, I'm like cool.
I'm
That's
literally not that
great.
much younger than you guys. I'm like
I know,
3
but
years
you
younger.
looked great on your filter. We looked
You're
fucking
like
terrible.
5 years younger than us, right?
Yeah, I'm
always
like
forget.
5
Yeah,
years.
I'm
I
like,
think
what are
I'm,
you
I think I'm
talking
like 3 years younger than Janelle.
How old are you?
97.
How old are you?
25.
Yeah,
I'm
you're 5 years
28.
younger than me.
Yeah, you're 5 years younger than these two oldies, the old 30-year-olds.
Old 30-year-olds.
You're going to be 30 before you know it, bro. You're turning 29.
Maybe.
You got one more year.
Damn, you should really enjoy this next year.
I'm going to. It's going to be lit for me.
Go hard. It all goes down after 30.
Okay, take it easy. You said your life has just got like amazing. Everyone
No, I'm
says
just
that your
kidding.
30s
I
are the
actually do
greatest.
love it. My 30s have been
And
fucking awesome so far, not going to lie.
in your 3 months of being 30.
Yeah. It's been
And
great.
people
I've had a
say-
great 3 months.
People say that when you're 40, it's even better. Like people love their 40s.
Wow.
I've been living it up more the older I get.
Really?
I spent a lot of time in my 20s doing a whole lot of nothing.
Mhm.
Like after college, I had 4 or 5 years of just nothing.
And
Didn't do much.
do you regret that, or
Lived
you,
in
you
my
never
house
have
most
no
of the time.
regrets?
No, I liked those years. It's kind
Okay.
of fun, but I'm thriving in this new, busier, active,
Era.
social version of me.
Wow.
But I get tired.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Oh.
tired all the time.
But that's like always been a thing, and I think that's
True.
just like how
True.
people live. Everyone's like, I'm always tired.
I
Yeah.
was more tired back then too, because I was sick.
Yeah, but at least you're not sick anymore. That's huge.
I think that's a part of the reason why I felt so much older back then. I
Yeah.
feel younger now because I was so sick for so long.
true.
It's depressing. Anyway,
Anywho,
we have a lot to go over here today, you guys. Quite a bit here.
Yes.
What should we start with? There's
we
so
should
many
start with
options.
the fact that we still have merch. You like that plug?
Oh yeah, hit it.
She
Janelle.
hates that plug. She's cringing. We have merch. MileHigherMerch.com. Get your merch, folks. Get your merch now. We got all kinds of merch. We got
Step right up.
Step right up and come get your merch. We got t-shirts. We got long sleeves. We got stickers.
You got crew necks.
We got crew necks. We got it all. You
We have
want
crew
some
necks?
merch from
Oh,
our
the
other
last
collection? Yeah.
Mm.
Hit it up. MileHigherMerch.com. Get yourself something nice.
Mm-hmm. Get the disco shirt. That one's
I
my
love that
favorite
shirt.
we've ever done.
It's so
and
cute.
Pickle Passion. That's probably the last Pickle Passion.
Probably.
In
Yeah, we're not going to
existence.
bring it back a third time. That's a little...
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. We got to like make it an exclusive item at some point. This shit
Yeah.
will sell for millions in 30 years.
True that.
When we're old and looking like old filter people, like the people in the
I
old
don't think they will sell for anything.
They're
At
gonna
that
be
point, it'll be
selling
like,
for
please, we will
millions.
pay you to take this.
they're like, oh my God, the Sesh Pickle Passion. It's like Versace. Anyways, yeah, get your merch though. Okay, what else?
I think we should start out by talking about the latest with Colleen, because there was one big thing that happened last week that we didn't get to talk about because it happened while we were recording. When we finished recording, we saw that Trisha Paytas had uploaded a video talking about everything she's been through with Colleen, which has been everything that she's been through with her, which has been interesting because she did a podcast with her.
Very brand new. So it had
Mhm.
like 3 episodes or something,
3 episodes in.
which has now been deleted if you go to the channel.
Yeah, did you watch her little video talking about, she was like at the set. It was sad.
Oh, really?
She's like, this is embarrassing. She was showing all these outfits that she was going to get. She
Oh,
got
no, I
them
didn't
like
see that.
American Girl dolls that looked like them. Now she's trying to sell them. The whole, like, her husband built a whole set for them. And she just said she's really embarrassed by it all, which it would be embarrassing to be friends with
Totally.
someone and do a podcast and then find out that they think you're disgusting behind the scenes and are making fun of you.
And sending your nudes.
Yeah, so that's the big thing here is she sent screenshots and videos, nudes, to her minor fans
Yeah.
of Trisha from her OnlyFans.
Yeah, if you don't know, Trisha does OnlyFans, and somehow I assume Colleen made an account, paid for them to get access to them,
Mhm.
screenshotted them, and then sent them to underage fans.
Which is a felony.
Yeah. In accordance with the United States Code, Section 1470 of Title 16, it prohibits any individual from knowingly transferring or attempting to transfer obscene matter using the U.S. mail system or any means of facility of interstate or foreign commerce to a minor under 16. And people who are convicted can face up to 10 years.
You would think she would just fucking know that.
Like, to not do that?
Yeah. Of all the things.
Yeah.
Fucking horrific, man.
The statute of limitation is
5 years.
5
right?
years from the date it was committed.
So this was in 2020.
2019, 2020. So still within
Yep.
time.
So legal action could be taken against her.
But
And I hope it is. That is so sick, man.
Yeah, sick.
Can you imagine if you had a kid and you found out that some 30-year-old woman online was sending them nudes
Oh, I'd be
of someone else?
fucking pissed.
I can't even imagine.
I would be livid. That is fucking weird.
Yeah.
And creepy and disgusting.
Mhm.
Shocking. That she was doing this. Truly. It's the weirdest thing ever. Like, this whole thing
I know.
is so fucking weird.
I know.
Do we know if like the parents of the kids have like spoken up or have said anything about it?
I haven't seen anything. I know Adam's mom had
Yeah.
spoken to Colleen at some point.
And then it was Jonathan.
Johnny.
Right? Johnny.
yeah.
John. I wonder if his parents have like
I don't know.
will or you
They
know,
may have.
maybe. I don't know. That's like, I don't know. That's crazy.
It's like, and those are the only ones we know of at this point. But
Right.
But you know what's
There's
so
way more.
weird too is that video that she posted after the whole like first time with the underwear thing or whatever. Remember she posted
Oh,
that
yeah.
video? She was saying how she's like, out of respect for this person, it was Adam, being a minor, like I don't talk to him and like I don't want to bother his parents or anything. I'm like, oh, meanwhile, you have no problems like sending him nudes
Mhm.
and harassing him. And apparently I think she tried to be like, oh, I've been dealing with his mom behind the scenes or whatever, but like I don't know, the whole thing is so fucked up.
And
Like,
not
you're just
only
such a hypocrite.
is she so disgusting and creepy, it's also she's just fucking mean. Like that's what I think has been one of the most disappointing, not the most, but very disappointing to me is I always had this image of her as a very nice person
Yeah.
from the few vlogs that I had seen. And to find out that she is so mean, like
Yeah.
she literally sells merch that's saying about supporting women. I can't remember
Women
exactly.
are incredible.
Yeah. Yep. And then here she is mocking someone's body, sending it out. There's videos of her talking about like a whale squirting or something. And she's like, and it's not Trisha.
Mm-hmm.
It's so fucking
To your
mean.
friend.
And at that age, at that fucking age,
Yeah, you weren't 15, you
over
were 30.
I mean, she could have been, I don't know exactly. I think she's 36 now. So she was probably
was in her-
32, 33
Yeah.
when she was doing all this. My God. You would think you'd grow out of that type of mean girl behavior by that age. It is so disappointing. And she's just so fake, man.
Yeah. hosting Trisha at her house to do like a mukbang.
How evil.
During the same time that
And then
you're
using
talking
her,
mad shit.
knowing that she's going to get you podcast views because any podcast she's on does really well. Uses her. And meanwhile, she's been trashing her behind the scenes to minors and all her friends. Her and her friends, according to Trisha, which I don't know if there's like proof of this, but the word out is that she'd have like viewing parties for Trisha's OnlyFans with her friends. And Trisha said that she had met one of these friends face to face.
Yeah.
And he was at this party making fun of her. It's so mean.
It is. It's extremely mean.
I feel really sorry for her. And, Trisha obviously is not a perfect person and people have a lot of thoughts on her and
but you
whatever.
You don't
No one
that.
deserves that.
Yeah.
Come on.
No.
Insane.
And I think that's like pretty much the consensus of the internet is people are like, you can feel however way about you want about Trisha, but like people you don't deserve that no matter what.
No. It's just really sad.
It's fucked up. It's really, really sad.
Parents out there, how many times have you or your partner gotten up in the middle of the night to change your baby's diaper? If you have a little one, it's probably been a long time since you've gone a full night without interruptions. When it comes to the diaper your baby wears to bed, quality is everything. And that's why we love Coterie diapers. Coterie diapers are designed to minimize leaks, blowouts, and diaper rash so that you and your baby can enjoy a more comfortable, dry, and most importantly, uninterrupted sleep. They have up to 70% more liquid capacity and absorb up to 4 times faster by moving liquid away from the skin within 15 seconds, keeping your baby drier than the leading diaper brands. Coterie products are fragrance-free, hypoallergenic, and made with responsibly sourced plant-based materials, all while feeling as soft as cashmere on your baby's bottom. And I have to say, I have tried pretty much all the diaper brands out there, and Coterie are by far the softest, best quality diapers that we have used, and they keep our daughter drier for longer. I mean, it's really amazing how well they work. They have also been awarded Best Diaper by Parents.com and Babylist. It's time you use a better diaper, friends. And right now, Coterie is partnering with our podcast to offer you 20% off your first order plus free shipping at Coterie.com, promo code SESH. That's Coterie, spelled COTERIE.com, promo code SESH for 20% off your first order and free shipping. Again, that's Coterie.com, promo code SESH.
At this day and age, I feel like we get everything at our fingertips so quickly. Our patience is very limited nowadays. Whenever we want something, we're able to get it shipped to us pretty much within a day or two. And I don't understand why it's not the same quick service when it comes to your healthcare. It seems like every time you find a good doctor, it takes forever to get an appointment. You have to wait around for months sometime to get care. And quality care is definitely hard to come by nowadays. That is why I love ZocDoc so much. ZocDoc is a free app where you can find amazing doctors and book appointments online. We're talking about booking appointments with thousands of top-rated, patient-reviewed doctors and specialists. You can filter specifically for ones who take your insurance, are located near you, and treat almost any condition you're searching for. And what's great is that all of these docs have verified reviews from actual real patients, not bots. And the average wait time to see a doctor booked on ZocDoc is between just 24 to 48 hours. And once you find a doc you want, you can book them immediately through the app with just a few taps. No more waiting awkwardly on hold with a receptionist. I love ZocDoc because you can legit find a doctor for anything. It's not just a regular PCP for an annual checkup. They have tons of specialists on there, so whatever you're searching for, you can find a doctor and get in quickly. I also love ZocDoc because I have been to so many doctors that I feel like do not care about me and they're just trying to get me through in the door and out the door as quickly as they can without actually listening to my needs and my concerns. And ZocDoc allows you to read reviews so you can make sure that you know exactly who you're seeing before you even book the appointment. So go to ZocDoc.com/sesh and download the ZocDoc app for free. Then find and book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc.com/sesh. ZocDoc.com/sesh.
But anyway, I'm pretty tired of talking about her. Let's move on. Here's someone that's in a little bit of heat right now.
Yeah, someone else. I'm like, let's please talk about someone else. I'm like sick of talking about Colleen.
Someone that was not on my radar for this type of thing. I'm very shocked, but Jonah Hill.
Bro.
Jonah.
He's getting exposed.
Okay, so Jonah Hill was exposed by his ex-girlfriend, Sarah Brady, this last weekend. She claims that Jonah was emotionally abusive to her when they were together. On Saturday, July 8th, Sarah posted multiple screenshots on Instagram of supposed text messages she received from Jonah when they were dating. And you can see the date here is 2021. So it's been quite a while that she's now releasing this, like 2.5 years later.
Mm-hmm.
But Sarah claimed that Jonah criticized her in attempts to control her. So this has been going really viral, this list. And she says, so her first post says, "This is a warning to all girls. If your partner is talking to you like this, make an exit plan. Love y'all. Call me if you need an ear." All the posts I removed from my page, and she sent him like screenshots. And he says, "Good start. You don't seem to get it, but it's not my place to teach you. I've made my boundaries clear. You refuse to let go of some of them, and you've made that clear. I hope it makes you happy." And then he sends her a screenshot of her surfing.
Yeah, she's a surfer.
In a one piece that he thinks is a thong.
One Piece.
Later on, he says that. So then he sends her this list. It says, plain and simple, if you need surfing with men, boundaryless, inappropriate relationships with men, to model.
Just friendships.
Yeah, friendships. Sorry. Friendships with men. To post pictures of yourself in a bathing suit, to post sexual pictures, friendships with women who are in unstable places, and from your wild recent past beyond getting a lunch or coffee or something respectful.
Fucking weird.
I am not the right partner for you. If these things bring you a piece of happiness, I support it, and there will be no hard feelings. These are my boundaries for a romantic partnership. My boundaries with you are based on the ways these actions have hurt our trust. So he talks a lot about boundaries here. And there's been this whole conversation now about what is a boundary? What can you actually describe as a boundary to someone? And what is just straight up trying to control them? Where's the line? What's the difference?
Exactly. Well, I think this whole idea of, because boundaries is like a hot word now, everyone uses it and is like, and you know, the concept of having boundaries is extremely important and can be very healthy. But I think people are now using it to, in kind of a manipulative way of like, anything that I don't like, oh, that's my boundary.
Mm-hmm.
Versus like saying, I need some time alone tonight. That's a boundary. Or saying, you know, whenever you decide to go to a party and drink, it stresses me out. So I'm not going to go with you tonight. That's a boundary. Mm-hmm. But straight up manipulating people. And it'd be different if he was like, because of, you know, the fact that you're posting on Instagram, it makes me feel insecure. And it's my own insecurities that are not going to make this relationship work. Like, that's not putting the blame on someone else, but he's putting the blame on her. He's like, because of your actions, you're making our relationship not have trust issues, and I can't deal with that. Mm-hmm. It's like, well, in reality, you know, if you can't be with someone because they're posting bikini pics, okay, that's fine, but that really has nothing to do with them. That has everything to do with you. And you need to take ownership of that and not blame them for it and tap out. Mm-hmm. If you can't make the relationship work, versus like, you need to delete these pictures because boys are looking at, or men are looking at them, or you can't hang out with men. That's my
boundary. So is a boundary mainly about yourself? And, or, you know, like, is controlling someone else's action that's a personal action that doesn't affect you, like something they're doing off on their own, mm-hmm. versus something that directly affects you, which I guess you could argue it affects me because it makes me feel insecure that you do these things. Like, where it's such a gray area of what's a boundary, what can you set as a boundary in a healthy way, and what is just straight up control,
right? And
trying to use therapy speak to make you to put that extra pressure on someone, or to make them feel like you're right and you're, you know. And at the end of the day, can you set a boundary about anything?
What, like anything you want? You mean?
Because if you cross my boundaries, our relationship will end. Is that, like, what's the line? I'm struggling with
I think it's the way you present it as, like, let's say that, I don't know, if John was posting a pic that I didn't approve of or that made me feel insecure, a boundary would say, for me, it makes me feel insecure. I feel insecure about our relationship, and therefore I think it's best if we don't continue the relationship. Versus, you're making me feel insecure by posting this pic. You need to take it down it's instead of taking responsibility for your feelings and coming up with a solution, you're putting the blame on that person and making it that if you want this to work, then you need to fix your shit.
So you're putting the failure of the relationship on that person versus yourself.
I think so. Yeah.
I see what you're saying. So if you, for example, you don't want your partner to have friends of the same sex.
Right.
It might seem like a ridiculous rule, but if that's your
Of
boundary.
the opposite sex, you mean?
Yes. Or
Yeah.
either way, whatever. Something.
Yeah.
And you set that as your boundary, you need to make it very clear that this is my issue and I can't get over it. And
I think
therefore
so.
our relationship will end.
Right.
And he did say, I respect if you want to continue doing those things. I can't remember.
Yeah, but he says
I'm not the right partner for you. But the way he words it is putting it all
it's
back
putting on her. And then at the very end, it
versus
says,
saying-
my boundaries are you based on the ways these actions have hurt our trust.
So it's all putting it back on her at the end of the day.
Yes.
And it's like whether, in my opinion, I would never want to be in a relationship with someone like this, someone that's that insecure. I think these are major trust issues that are putting cracks in the foundation of your relationship.
Right.
But at the end of the day, everyone has the right to have their own guidelines for what a relationship looks like for them.
Sure.
It's just the way he's communicating these things is very controlling, possessive.
Mm-hmm. And again, being like, you need to delete this.
Mm-hmm.
No, she doesn't need to delete this. If you can't handle it,
Yeah.
then you need to break up with her.
I'm going to have to end this relationship. It's my issue.
Yeah. Right.
I can't handle these things because I'm too insecure. Like it's the guilting,
Mhm.
which has been very interesting to see because Jonah Hill actually has a documentary. Can you look up the name of it? My mom's always raving to me about it.
It's the last name of his therapist, who's also like a friend
Oh.
of his.
That's interesting. My mom says it's good.
Yeah,
It's like about mental
Stutz.
health and
Yeah.
Stutz.
It's the guy's last name. This
Huh.
therapist
well,
friend guy.
Really quick though,
I
I
don't
was
know how much she's
gonna
learning therapy.
I was just gonna see what you guys were thinking because when you were kind of explaining boundaries, don't you think like what he's saying right here? It's not even a boundary. Like you can't even justify what he's asking or how he's trying to even put it as a boundary. That's like almost a communication between two people in a relationship, as if like say I'm like, hey, I don't really like if you post these kinds of photos. That's not really and I'm not saying it's my boundary, but that's just more, I think, communication, right? Like it's not
Well, I
necessarily a
think
boundary. It's
They
like
can be one and the same.
but it's I agree with what you're saying. I'm just thinking like, it seems like he's overusing this idea of like a boundary when
Yeah.
it's not even a boundary.
Well,
it's just what he wants.
I think people in general are misusing the term boundary now and just throwing that out as like a shield. Like, oh, that's
Right.
my boundary. And like, I don't have to
Mhm.
work on myself, or I don't have to take accountability, or I don't have to look
It's
inward.
like using therapy speech
Yeah,
to try
which
to
is
make the
so
other
fucking
person feel
annoying.
like
Right.
you know what you're talking about, and this is the law of the land.
Right.
Right.
And because
Um,
I'm protecting myself, I
Mhm.
don't have to change. Like,
Yeah.
this is my boundary. You got to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's just like that's just who you
That's
are. It's not
quite
a boundary.
Let's
useless.
continue reading some of his messages and
Okay.
see what else we think. He says, I am just over explaining myself.
Then he
She said
sent-
there's screenshots of the surf pics on her Instagram feed. He says it's just constant and doesn't reflect where we're at or where you say you want to be. I respect your skill and your surfing. I respect how you want to present yourself.
but you don't.
Right. Not enough to be with her.
Or let her present herself the way she wants to.
Yeah, I mean,
I respect that you're hot and beautiful, and I respect however you want to live. No, you don't.
Right.
you know what's so strange to me is Jonah Hill did not strike me as someone who is such a traditionalist. Like, I never would have thought he would be the type. I feel like most people out there who are secure in their relationships don't mind. It's not like she's posting like anything too far over the edge. I mean, which, whatever. I feel like people should be able to do what they want based on what feels right to them.
Yeah.
But like, I think it's so ridiculous that she's literally surfing
She's a
in a
surfer
swimsuit.
and
Like,
in a
it's her
swimsuit
job.
surfing.
And for him to even say that those are over the edge,
Mhm.
that's like seems so extreme to me. You know what I mean? He says, I respect your skill in your surfing. I respect how you want to present yourself. I respect that you're hot and beautiful. And I respect how you want to live. But I also respect myself. How he's texting this with all the little bubbles is pissing me off. And what I'm interested in is in in my own life. I'm guessing he meant is in my own life. And what I let into my heart and my inner circle. So celebrate yourself in your life however you please and shine bright. But I don't want to have to deal. I don't want to have to deal with that.
So then don't. So then say, sorry, this relationship isn't for me. You're being public on your Instagram, which you have every right to do, and I'm too insecure, and therefore we can't date.
He says, take some accountability and operate with respect. It's that simple. This is very, very controlling, icky language. Because I'm tired of your attitude towards surf culture, that contest and that place, because I deserve respect, period. I have been more than patient, and then shit like this is still here. Fuck that contest, fuck that place, and fuck not respecting me always in every situation within surf culture, or you don't get it. And you don't get me. It's hurtful and unacceptable to me. Get it?
Oh man.
He says, I don't know if you get it or care or give a shit about that shit more than me, even after Dr. Stern has said it loud and clear.
Ooh, so they've been seeing this therapist, Dr. Stern, for 4 months. That's really toxic to be bringing that in. Like, you're not listening to our doctor. Like, okay.
She's also mentioned that some therapist that she has worked with told her to like create a safe word and like a safety plan.
We have this TikTok from Therapy Jeff.
Yeah, this guy is really interesting.
This is put very well. I saw this video.
Yeah, he's not like affiliated with them at all. He's just this guy on TikTok that he's a therapist that makes very interesting videos. I watched him for a while. So
yeah, let's check out what he's got to say.
Okay. And she like approved it because she reposted it on her page too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jonah Hill was using therapy speak to control his girlfriend, Sarah, his now ex-girlfriend. And it's important that we go over this misuse of therapy language, which is kind of a thing these days, and how it can be super problematic as it masks controlling behavior under a commonly accepted positive concept, in this case, boundaries, making it harder for the person on the receiving end, Sarah, to challenge it. Okay, so Jonah is basically telling his professional surfer girlfriend, I am not going to be with you if you surf with men, have boundaryless friendships with men, model, post pictures in a bathing suit, or post suggestive pictures, and are friends with women who are in unstable places. He goes on to say that these are my boundaries for a romantic relationship. Jonah's use of the term boundaries in this message is a misuse of the concept. A boundary is a healthy limit a person sets for themselves to protect their well-being and integrity. It is a rule or guideline that one creates to identify reasonable, safe, and permissible ways for others to behave towards them and how they'll respond when someone passes those limits. However, in the message Jonah sent to Sarah, he is not setting boundaries that protect his emotional well-being. Instead, he is dictating what behaviors and friendships Sarah is permitted to have. He's essentially instructing Sarah on who she can be friends with, what she can do professionally, and how she can show up online. This is not an example of healthy boundary setting, attempt at control. It demonstrates a lack of respect for Sarah's autonomy and individuality. Jonah's message is more about restricting Sarah's behavior to suit his comfort levels and insecurities rather than expressing his feelings or needs in a healthy manner. A healthier and less manipulative approach might be for Jonah to express how Sarah's actions make him feel without using ultimatums about what she should or should not do. Side note, I bet he loved how hot Sarah looked in her posts before they got together. So this is a bunch of bullshit. Anyway, Jonah needs to consider Sarah's needs and feelings and not just focus on his own, which it seems like he's selfishly doing. One last thing, Jonah Hill made a lovely documentary about therapy, and it's a shame to see him weaponizing what he learned to attempt to manipulate his girlfriend. That sucks.
I wonder if that's part of the reason why she released it too, is it's got to be annoying to see someone like doing a documentary like that and touting that message, and then behind the scenes they don't live to what they actually speak. So yeah, the right move would have been, because I guess everyone can have their own guidelines for a relationship, even if they seem ridiculous to us. And
yeah, you can, you have the right to feel however you feel.
You can say, I feel this way when you do this. And then they can respond however, and then you can choose to end the relationship if they don't respond the way you want.
Yep.
But trying to shape someone into the way that you want them for a relationship is going to just end badly no matter what.
Yeah. She even said that she's had to turned down brand deals with swimsuit companies and such. Turned down jobs because of it.
That's bullshit.
Yeah.
That's so ridiculous.
It's terrible.
Well, I'm glad they're not together anymore.
Yeah. Candace Owens, though, has no problem defending her, or defending Jonah, per usual.
Mm-hmm.
She says there's literally nothing wrong with Jonah Hill's leaked text messages regarding what he wants in a partner, but there is plenty wrong with women in society today. Basic respect for your partner is now being labeled as misogynistic for insecure women. Dude, Jonah's insecure.
Majorly. That's embarrassing for him that these came out.
It's very embarrassing. Okay.
Do you think these messages are abusive? Would you classify them as abusive?
Yeah. Emotionally abusive.
I think so too.
Mm-hmm.
Control is a form of abuse.
I would say he's exemplifying a form of abuse.
They're clearly manipulative and controlling and not reasonable.
No. Yeah, he's trying to control her instead of expressing how he feels and then going from there.
Mm-hmm.
It's more so, you need to do this, take this down. Why can't you respect me?
Okay, we're coming in here with some breaking news.
Every week. This is fourth time in like the last...
Is it the fourth time?
6 weeks, I think.
Damn. Yeah. It's like Wednesdays is our day to...
Yeah, literally something pops off Tuesday night or Wednesday morning. We're like, all right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, we definitely didn't want to, not talk about this because the whole Jonah Hill situation has gotten much worse, and my guess is it will continue to get worse.
Probably.
So starting off with more from Sarah Brady, she shared a lot more screenshots of alleged texts between her and Jonah Hill after she accused him of being emotionally abusive.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of gave us some more context to the situation, and one of them being a conversation between her and her friends that suggests that she and Jonah remained good friends for 6 months after their breakup. She says, and I asked him to make a list of his needs too, but I think his list ended up being like 5 rules for me, not anything that he needed. The freedom to do in his life himself, like his list of needs, was not a list of needs. It was a list of expectations and rules for me. When we ended it, it was because we couldn't agree on that. And then I stayed friends with him for the next 6 months, and he just kept chalking it up to our breakup being us in different places in life, when that's bullshit. That's not the main reason it wasn't working. So he kept me on as a close emotional confidant after the breakup, was sexting me on July 13th, 2022, visited me at my apartment in my hometown early August 2022, and then waited a week after I moved to Hawaii for law school to send me a text being like, by the way, I'm in a new relationship. The alleged conversation from less than a year ago between the two, it looks like they were planning to meet up, and then Jonah drops the news about his new relationship. So these are back to text with Jonah. So this starts with a text from her. She says, what's tomorrow like for you? You free anytime between 2:40 and 6 your time? And then he responded and said, I don't want you to bail on school. That's important. I know I don't need to butt in. The spirit of pure respect to our friendship and appreciation for each other. I did want to be transparent that I did start dating someone recently. I'm sorry if that's painful. It just happened, and I didn't want to not be transparent with you ever, as I care about you. She says, thanks for letting me know. Probably best if we don't talk for a while and you figure out where that's headed. And he said, I appreciate and understand that.
So then the next day on August 31st, Sarah supposedly sends a text to Jonah saying, not that it's really my business, but out of my own personal chicks before dicks code, if that's headed anywhere other than hookup or fling, I'd appreciate if you make the woman aware of how recently you've been flirting with me, sexing me, and leaning on me for partner level emotional support. And then he says, I'm sorry, what? And then he responds with multiple texts saying, I have been there for you as a friend, which I have made very clear. And not only is it not your business, as I only mentioned it to you out of respect and friendship, but I have not been flirting with you or sexting you in any way where it would be inappropriate at this time to start dating someone. And if anything, I have felt for your change and tried to be a good and supportive friend. So, which I don't really, doesn't really make any sense, to be honest with you.
Sounds like he was angry texting.
He says, as you transition to a scary new environment, and to be crystal clear, I have not flirted or sexted with you in any way, shape, or form in months. And I went to say goodbye to you as a super kind gesture that you seem to have appreciated because it was kind. Because it was kind. And then he goes on to say, I'm sorry if it's upsetting that I would move on at all 6 months later, but I have handled you and I with utmost respect and love. And he says, thanks. Don't ruin all the kindness. You're better than that. So then she replies to the part where he says, as you transition to a scary new environment, she says, never really seen it as scary. And then she also responds to the whole thing where he was like, it's crystal clear I've not flirted or sexted with anyone, blah, blah. And she sends a picture, it looks like a screenshot from July 13th, so the month prior to this. And it's saying, no, just hold my...
She blurted it out for some reason. Holding my...
I think it was
hand. Just holding my hand.
Well, who knows what it said? She blurted out. It could be hand. It could be hard.
So, but it's obviously something to do with like proof of the fact that he was flirting with her. I'm assuming. I'm not really sure.
Holding my...
Oh, hard on.
That's what my guess is. Yeah. Something hard. Hard body part, perhaps. We don't know. Anyways, then she says, whatever helps you get through the day. Got to focus on mine now. Adios. And then he says, new side of you, Sarah. I care about you and will always be your friend as I have been. Yes, we sexted 2 months ago. I think he's a little confused. Yeah, well, I guess it's a month and a half.
It's a month and a half, but still, he says, I don't know. I don't think, I think he's trying to cover his ass, but it's not really working. So then he says, screenshotting intimate text between us is a huge trigger. Oh, here we go with the therapy talk. Triggering violation for me and breach of trust as a friend. As I have explained to you about breaches of trust. Yeah, I can't speak today for some, my Invisalign's like messing with my teeth. I don't even have it in.
Want me to take for a little bit?
Breach of trust. Hold on, let me finish the sentence.
Okay.
A huge triggering violation for me and breach of trust as a friend, as I have explained to you about breaches of trust and I have had between trusted friends recently that have caused me trauma. I'm incredibly hurt and feel a lack of safety where I always trusted you. And he says, I'm sorry if a former partner moving on is painful and I empathize with that, but I've done nothing wrong. And if I wasn't a public person, I wouldn't face this kind of violation. And having shared that with you and then watching you be like this today shatters my ability to trust anybody even further. I have always shown you kindness and support. This is all in the same day.
Yeah.
Then he goes on to say, I have nothing to hide in my life, but I still am entitled to safety and privacy just like you or anyone else is. I thought you'd understand and honor that. This has really shattered my sense of faith in you, that you were a human I could trust. I thought we would always be friends, Sarah. I've done nothing wrong, and I'm sorry if you're bummed, but this line of texting today has really deeply let me down and broken my trust as a friend. Then she says, I'm just showing your own text to me. Can you put yourself in my shoes for a sec? How I might feel gaslit by your behavior and communication. And he says, I'm happy to speak on the phone, but no. Then he says, so to say you feel gaslit when I was being nice is absurd. You are hurt that I kissed someone and am beginning to date. Fair, but you have not been gaslit. You have been treated, in fact, incredibly, both emotionally and financially. So there literally is no winning for me. As someone who claims to care about me, I would think you would have seen my effort and not go and immediately victimize yourself. It sucks to see that. I wish you didn't have to. It sucks they said your name. The media is trash. They have all but ruined my life. But to say I haven't been awesome to you is absurd. I didn't expect this from you, Sarah. Call me if you need to talk today. After today, I can't keep holding on to this absurdity. I've given you 6 months of love and care and compassion post-breakup. No good deed goes unpunished. Even you want to abuse my fame to victimize yourself when you've been cared for loved, but haven't had sex. I've taken care of you financially and been an incredible fan. Why does he keep talking about taking care of her financially?
Because it's a way to control someone and guilt trip them and gaslight them.
Okay, then she puts a long response. I needed to take a breather. Go for it.
I know. This goes on and on.
This goes on and on.
Mm-hmm. It's hard to make sense of a lot of this too.
Well,
because we don't, and it's.
I don't know if this is the full combo either. You know what I mean?
Like we're just seeing what she's releasing, and trying to make sense of that. Anyway, you have been kind and supported and also in need of my support, and that's been confusing to me too, where we stand. This is why I use the word gaslight. I'm not saying it's intentional, but I'm feeling really shocked and confused right now, wondering how soon before you met me, you were still talking to Gianna. Do we even know who Gianna is? I don't think we
Is that his wife now, or the chick that he had a kid with?
No, her name's
Okay.
Olivia.
So Gianna must be the new girl at this time.
Yeah.
Okay, so then Sarah says to Jonah, you have been kind and supportive and also in need of my support. And that's been confusing to me as to where we stand. This is why I use the word gaslight. I'm not saying it's intentional. I am feeling really shocked and confused right now, wondering how soon before you met me that you were still talking to Gianna, which we're guessing is the new girl at this point.
Yeah.
No, sorry. That's his ex-fiance. Because he was, so this is before, she was referencing to before her.
Okay.
So he was
Oh, were you
engaged
still
to Gianna.
talking while they started dating?
Once they, yeah.
Jesus,
This is
Lord,
very
I'm getting
confused. There's a lot here. Anyway,
Thank you, Sydney.
5 months ago, we were in escrow here. You wanted to put a ring on my finger and put a baby in me ASAP.
Ew, I don't like that. That's gross.
And we've kept in pretty close, intimate communication since then. Sad to hear you feel used by me. I feel used by you too. I feel like an idiot for believing that the future we were planning was real and for adjusting my life in ways that accommodated your insecurities and jealousy and codependent, anxious, avoidant attachment style, which left me less than financially independent and less mentally. Then it cuts off again. Then she says, how do you think I feel over here, thinking there's still hope for us, saving room in my heart for you, not able to make room for anyone else, being a solid emotional support for you for the past 5 months like a fucking idiot, doing that completely unaware you're in an emotional headspace to be able to date people. Stupid me once again, blinded by my love for you, putting up with things I shouldn't. He says, there are so many insulting and incorrect things said in that paragraph. I will just choose not to get into or debate. I don't want to debate. You're someone I care about and I did want a family with and was shattered when your behavior showed you weren't able to do that now. Is he referring to her not
I think
complying to the rules?
Yeah, and like behavior online is what I'm assuming.
No swimsuit pictures
Yeah.
on the surfboard.
Because you are a surfer and posted yourself surfing, now we cannot have a future together.
I didn't hate you for it. I was shattered because it was all I wanted, but I didn't hate you. I tried to remain as a close testament to my care and love for you. Okay.
And then
it
she
cuts
cuts it
off. Okay. Then here we are, August 31st. That's
Still
the same day.
Same day.
Okay.
He
This
says,
is a lot to release. I've given this some thought, and I really understand that you are hurt and upset by your former partner moving on and dating. So he's given this a lot of thought in the last few hours.
He's like, listen.
What time was the first one?
I know, I'm trying to find it.
He doesn't
I don't know
have
if
the
there's a
time.
time. So,
Yeah, she
okay,
doesn't have a
so
time.
maybe it was 7 a.m. He's had a few hours. Okay.
Damn it, there's literally no time on any of these.
Mhm.
Except for the last one that you're
Yeah,
reading, right?
the very last one. Damn it.
Moving on and dating and having your name as part of that. That must suck. Us being cool is really important to me in that I don't want to receive these angry messages because it's very annoying and inconvenient for me. Let's just both chill and remember that we care about each other and have had something special and beautiful that we're both thankful for. She goes, oh my God, I love when you tell me how I feel instead of allowing me to express my own feelings. I am slightly impressed by the rest of the things you said in this message. So, okay, cool. We be chill for now.
Then
With
she
a
says
4.
some type of like long voice memo.
Yeah, minute and 20-second voice memo. And he says, I hear you. And if I didn't create good enough ex-friends, cuts off. After sharing the entire August 31st conversation, Sarah admitted that she didn't want to post the whole thing, but did because she didn't want to be accused of taking the text out of context if she was more selective, which I do get.
Yeah.
I do feel like it was a lot to release, but I see why.
Yeah.
Because then people will be like, what are you hiding?
Yeah. No, I see that.
Mm-hmm.
Then she has one final post, and this is on Instagram. She says, it may seem as if I am sharing a lot, but you all have no idea how much more there is, which I am choosing not to share out of consideration for him and his family. And this has been the latest as of when we're recording.
So Jonah has not publicly addressed Sarah's allegations, but we also just found out that on Saturday, July 8th, which this is something that I don't think really picked up speed until
yesterday.
Yeah, we
That's
saw
when I
this
saw it on
starting
Twitter.
to go around more.
Mhm.
But Alexa is it Nicholas?
Yeah.
She's a former child star in Zoe 101. I don't remember. I watched a lot of that show.
I love that show.
Do you remember her from the show?
Probably if I looked up a picture of her.
Anyway, she was on that show and she posted to Twitter claiming that Jonah Hill assaulted her when she was 16. She says after reading...
wasn't she Zoe's, that like the friend that was always with her?
Can I see a pic?
Her good friend. Remember her?
A picture. After reading Sarah Brady's admirable post about Jonah Hill, I just got to say, when I was 16, I got invited to a house party at #Justin Long's house, where he was living with some lame predator actor from CSI Miami. I'll look up the name later and find him. And she goes on in a full thread here. He was sleeping, aka assaulting a minor, a friend of mine that was also 16 or 17. And I'm not sure. It seems like she is referring to this other friend that she doesn't know, or Justin Long's. I don't know. Seems like it's the other person. But she says, anyways, #Jonah Hill came over at some point. We were all pretty wasted because, of course, the predators were feeding us minors a bunch of alcohol. Also, #Justin Long. Why the fuck did you have children at your house late at night? Ew. Agreed. Ew. What the fuck? Jonah Hill seemed to have his eyes on me because at one point I wanted a cig, and he said he had one in his car, quote, right outside. Didn't seem like too much of an effort, so I trusted him. I went outside and grabbed the cigs from his front seat. Jonah Hill didn't hand me the cig, which I thought was weird. And then as we walked back to the door, I asked him for it, and he said nothing, but slammed me to the door and shoved his tongue down my throat. I was so appalled, I pushed him off me and ran inside. Just to note, Jonah Hill said if I wanted the cig, I had to come with him outside to get it. He didn't want to go all alone. Scary out there. They were all aware that I was 16.
Ew, it's so gross.
And he's giving her a cigarette too.
Wow. I mean,
That's the least of it, but...
I don't know. Maybe she smokes.
Yeah. Can you buy cigarettes until you're 18 though?
Well, now it's 21, but I don't know what the law was back then.
I'm
It's probably
assuming there's
18.
probably a law against giving them.
Well, I'm sure that's the least of her worries. Because
Yeah,
now she
that's-
has Jonah Hill's tongue down her throat.
Yeah, well, my iPad just died, so can you continue?
Oh, sure. She says, hey, Justin Long, I find it interesting you being in Barbarian as a predator, which I don't know anything about Barbarian, but it must have been weird playing some of your friends. You knew your roommate was assaulting a minor under your own roof. You let it happen. Eek. I hope you regret it now. The emo guy from Wedding Crashers was there too. This type of predatory behavior was hyper normalized when I was a kid. I'm proud to see women standing up to abusive men now. Badass.
Emo guy from Wedding Crashers. That must have been the brother.
I don't know. I think I've seen it like once on a plane.
Remember there's like the brother who like painted stuff and he's like very emotionally unstable and he's like trying to hook up with Owen Wilson, I'm pretty sure.
No.
Or
I don't remember
maybe the other guy.
anything about it.
Yeah. Anyway, that's okay.
It sounds like a lot of disgusting people at the party. So now Jonah's attorney has called all of these accusations a complete fabrication and that it never happened.
How would you know that, Mr. Attorney? To Jonah? Of course he's going to say it didn't happen.
He said that Alexa is a... Oh no, I don't know. What the fuck is that word?
Demonstrably. It's okay. You help me out sometimes, I help you out.
He is a demonstrably unreliable source and a, quote, serial accuser.
She is.
Sorry. She is a demonstrably, thank you, unreliable source and a serial accuser who has made assorted accusations against multiple men in the entertainment industry. And Alexa responded by saying, I've been traumatized by men in Hollywood. It's truly sad that traumatic events I have lodged in my body and mind. Things have to change.
Yeah, that's pretty ridiculous. Obviously, as a young, especially child star in Hollywood, chances are, just statistically, you're going to run into more than one predator. You know, obviously, you're going to have accusations against multiple people. Obviously, there's a chance she could be making this up. But why would she do that? And we can't just assume that.
Yeah.
You know?
No.
Like, and I do think more will come out
I agree. And in the past, she's also spoken about how when she was like on the set of Zoe 101, that she felt unsafe and
That was a
Not
Nickelodeon
protected.
show, right?
Mhm.
So yeah, probably.
Mhm.
I'm sure.
Yeah, she had a negative experience.
Snyder was
Yep,
involved in that.
Exactly. Yep. Had negative experiences working on Schneider Productions.
He's a fucking freak, that guy.
Mhm. Yep.
So obviously
And-
she's going to have allegations against multiple men. She's had experiences with multiple men.
Yeah. Right. Exactly. And she was a kid when she was recording. I mean, it makes sense. I believe her because it's not like she's the only one that's come out that's been like, oh, I've been mistreated as a
Yeah.
child star on TV,
No.
whether it's Disney or Nick.
It's like incredibly common.
So common. But what's kind of, I guess, inspiring out of all the things that she's been through is that she actually created an art-based organization called Eat Predators. Eat Predators.
I like
in
that.
2022, and it speaks out against predatory behavior in the entertainment industry. So she
Nice.
is like taking action to try and
Good for her.
Like,
I
make
believe
change.
her.
I do. I totally believe her. Dude, men just think they could do whatever the fuck they want,
Yeah.
especially like when there's a young girl, like
Mhm.
what's his face from Backstreet or NSYNC? The dude, what?
Oh,
The one on he was on the
Mhm.
party bus with the
Oh,
chick.
Carter.
Yeah,
Older Carter.
yeah, older Carter. I remember.
Nick Carter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, and Aaron Carter's older
Like,
bro.
A huge amount of men in Hollywood. There's just such a culture of this.
Especially to younger females
Mhm.
because they're young.
Yeah.
They won't remember. They
Come
they
get a
don't know it's
cigarette
bad.
from my car. I don't want to be alone.
Ew.
Shut the fuck up.
Weirdo.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I
that's
want to
the
know who that
latest.
other person that she was talking about from CSI Miami.
It's have his name. His name is Jonathan Togo.
Ew. I don't know. I've never seen CSI actually.
Yeah, I have no idea what that is.
Gross.
But yeah, that was Justin Long's roommate.
Mm.
Great,
Well,
huh?
Yeah. I guess we'll see where this goes. I don't think it'll end here.
No.
I bet there are more. Very sad.
Yeah, it is really sad.
It is sad because, I mean, it's always sad when someone you like, recently with Colleen, how fucking upsetting this has all
Ugh.
been. Someone that we really liked.
I wasn't
That's
like a Jonah
one-
Hill fan. I didn't really care about him.
Yeah. But
I don't
like, I wasn't I'm not a giant Jonah Hill fan,
He
but
was
I've always
on-
liked Jonah Hill. And,
Yeah, he was
and,
fine. I never like
and that's the thing with
Honey.
actors is like, they are acting,
right.
you have no idea
I
who
like-
these people are.
Mhm.
That's why it's like, you can't idolize people when you have, you're only seeing so much of their life.
Mhm. Yeah, it's true. But it's hard not to. I think people get like,
Mhm.
you become a really big fan of this
Yeah.
person,
And I
and
think
then
it's
they wrong
hard to to actually accept it for a lot of people.
Mhm.
I think it'll take more than this for more people to really accept that that's how he is,
you. Right.
There's
Yeah.
still, obviously, there's a lot we don't know at this point, but yeah, Josh and I were talking about it last night. Josh loves Jonah Hill, and he was just really sad. Like, God damn it. Another one.
Another one.
Like James Franco, we were just talking about too.
Yeah.
Little Franco?
I was-
Or is that
no,
Big Franco?
Big Franco.
Got it.
I loved him. I loved James Franco. And
I know.
it was heartbreaking and horrific.
Is he like still doing anything? Or is he,
no,
like gone and hidden?
no. Bye-bye.
He
Done, done,
He
done.
went bye-bye.
Yes.
Yeah. I
Living
looked
in
that
caves
up.
somewhere. No, I don't know. Actually, I don't know the latest on him, but I definitely, he's not in anything or doing anything.
No, yeah. He's like dropped.
No, I mean, his allegations were like horrific.
He was
See,
like
I don't-
teaching a class
Mhm.
for acting,
Yeah.
and the whole sexual part or like the intimacy, and
Yeah.
he took it like too far.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
And there's more than that too.
Yeah,
but
that's like surface level.
yeah.
okay.
It was a while back, but yeah,
Well,
always disappointing.
It's never
Especially
ending.
someone who just made this whole documentary about mental health
Yeah.
and stuff.
Oh,
The
his
fuck?
hat. His merch hat.
Oh, yes, his fucking hat.
Dude, this is fucking crazy. Hold on. Let me pull this up really quick.
Kendall, you watch Dodgeball, right?
Oh, yeah. Love
Justin
Dodgeball.
Long is in that.
Is?
When you see his
Who is he?
face, he's like the.
My iPad's dead. Can you pull it up on the screen?
Oh yeah, let me do that.
I love Dodgeball.
This guy's been in like
You
a
can
lot of
dodge
stuff.
around. You can. Hey, I've seen that movie.
Shut up. That's
Yeah,
no way.
yeah.
Oh.
Ew.
I
He's
think,
in a lot of stuff.
Oh, I know him.
He's funny.
Is he the
always
guy in
liked him.
Friends?
Ew.
Maybe. Isn't he like
I
that
don't
one
think
dude?
he's on Friends.
Okay, never mind.
No,
Don't
he
listen
looks
to me.
like that guy in Friends. Though I know what you're talking
He was
about.
on some like sitcom type thing, I think. Ew, bro.
He was in a lot of funny movies.
Yeah, I feel like he's been in something with Jonah Hill.
Yeah, I think. I'm not sure if Jonah was in The Barbarian.
Justin Long and Jonah Hill. What have they done together?
Let's see. Oh, Accepted.
That's what it was. The one
Yes.
about the schools. Yes. Did you ever see that? He like makes his own college.
Oh yeah,
Justin
I did
Long's
see
in that
one
one.
time. I think.
That's
Bro,
insane.
that's disgusting.
Okay, so get this though, guys. This is such bad timing. He's a dumbass. Jonah Hill has this clothing brand called Meaningful Existence, and he has a cap that says "Complete Unrelenting Control" on it.
What? Like, okay, now it makes sense. What was he trying to do with that before we know that he participates in such control? Like, what did that mean? What kind of,
Yeah, I don't
why would
fucking-
anyone wear that? Complete
Dude, I
unrelenting
don't know.
control. Okay.
But here's the worst part. It was shared by the brand's Instagram on Friday. This isn't like 5 years
Stop
old.
it.
They're
That
like complete
is-
unrelenting control. And then, oh my God, it's so bad that it comes out.
Oh my God.
Then Sarah's like, oh, bet.
He made that hat. He's like, this is my hat. I wear it every day because this is who I am.
Isn't that bad?
So when did Sarah come out with this? Was it over the weekend?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think it was like Sunday.
Okay, so they weren't
Or
coming up to
Saturday.
post it after
Saturday
she
and
posted,
Sunday.
but
I would hope
the
not.
day before, yeah, she was.
She's like, oh, bet. Such an idiot.
Oh boy.
But yeah, why would you make that to begin with? And like, why
Ooh,
would you wear
boy.
that? That's not like a good look. If I saw some dude walking around wearing that, I'd be like, red flag.
Yeah, seriously, that's what I'm saying is like, now that we have seen all of this and we know
Yeah.
he lives up to this, what was he trying to do before all that?
Look at his
Like,
merch.
what does that even mean? What?
Oh,
a
he's got
strange-
socks that say complete unrelenting. Cindy, will you super source this so people could see? Is that Whoopi Goldberg on his shirt? Wait, who is that person? I can't.
Don't you dare put whoop on
This
your
is
shirt.
no. I think it's someone else. I don't know who's on the shirt. Sorry, I can't see that far away. Wait, scroll, zoom into
Zoom
that
in
guy
on
on the
that
top
one.
left.
Oh, that's
Oh, no.
him.
That's him.
Yeah, and like a hoodie.
Oh, and a
Oh, that's
hoodie. Sorry, I
Jonah
thought it was
Hill.
hair. I was so confused. Okay, yeah, the hat, the socks. Yikes.
Big yikes.
Look at these socks.
What do they
Meaningful
say?
sock. Meaningful.
Meaningful existence. Oh, yeah.
Complete unrelenting control. I just don't get why anyone would want that. Like, what does it mean? What's cute about that?
Look how expensive this is. $125 for sweats.
slides? Oh, for sweat?
Yeah, and for the slides, $130.
What do the sweats say?
Meaningful.
Existence.
It looks like
Who's gonna
Disney
wear
writing.
this?
Like Disney World writing.
Meaningful existence, baby.
Looks like something out of Avatar.
Avatar.
I don't know.
The fuck?
First thought that came to mind.
Purchase happiness.
Oh, I don't like that. I don't like any of this. No.
Oh, he has a book.
Smells like
Journal.
wealth. Candle.
Smells like wealth.
Ew, this is so not the brand I would think he would have come up with. God.
Wait, scroll down real quick. 1 sec. Emotional baggage tote.
Okay. So he likes therapy terms. Okay. Anyway.
Yeah, look at him.
Yeah, that's weird. It does look like hair. Oh, wait. It is hair.
And maybe a
Look
wig.
at the bottom
It is
thing.
hair. It's not his hair.
Yeah, it's not a hoodie. It's
Oh.
like a wig.
Interesting. Okay.
Look at right here. Prophet. Ezekiel prophet. What?
Oh, he is a prophet? Okay. Anyways.
Wait, it says
Yeah.
profit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like you're making
Profit breaks profit.
No.
What does that say?
Scroll, zoom in, Sid.
It's Ezekiel.
Prophet Ezekiel Prophet is a renowned spiritual and advisor, master of finance, and world-class
Conch blower.
conch blower. Oh,
So
sick.
he's
He's the author
Prophet
of 12.
Ezekiel.
Dude,
He's
no.
like got a character.
I don't know
No, this is just about the
about
website.
this
Yeah, but it's-
person.
That's him though.
Yeah,
Is that
that's-
not
no,
Jonah
that's,
Hill?
No, that's definitely him.
So is he trying to be
I don't
Prophet
know.
Ezekiel?
I don't know. We don't know enough about it. I'm sure someone in the comments will tell us. Prophet Ezekiel.
That's definitely him.
that's definitely him. But he's wearing a wig.
so
That's on
does
his
he
hair.
have like a whole character? He's
Oh,
that's
look at the play
very weird.
What's it?
button. Wow, he's the
Meaningful
play.
existence It's
Oh, is there,
definitely not
is there
a
a sound
cult.
coming somewhere? It's probably
We are a
different.
spiritual
No,
community.
it's website.
Oh,
We're
his
a
website.
spiritual community.
Yeah.
Okay, this is getting fucking weird.
FAQs.
I
Wait,
feel
go
the
down.
need to investigate this more.
When I have a cold glass of water, why does a puddle from below the cup
Form below the
form
cup.
below the cup? Am I so clumsy that I spill every time? Answer: being clumsy has nothing to do with it. The small puddle forms due to condensation. Wait, what?
Wait, what is happening?
Question: how do doorbells work? Are there speakers inside the walls of everyone's house? Answer: yes. Does meaningful existence take returns? Are you sure you want to do that? You sure? Okay, click here.
So it's like a fake persona he has where he sells this merch under.
As far as we
This
can
is
tell.
weird, man.
How do huge boats sit on top of water? Don't they literally weigh tons? Huge boats, such as yachts and cruise ships, have legs at the bottom of them that extend to the bottom of the ocean.
Okay, this is stupid as
Oh,
fuck.
yeah, I'm confused.
I don't know. Understand. Oh my god.
What makes meaningful existence clothing better
Oh,
than
yeah.
other clothing? Our clothes contain more energy. Profit personally rubs energy rocks on every item, transmitting thousands of calories of energy, which, when meaningful existent products are used,
It
are
seems-
are converted into happiness.
I think it's almost like a parody
Dude,
type
I feel like I just took
situation.
drugs.
Don't you think it's kind of like a parody of like
Yeah. Well, he's saying
other things out there like this? Like, it's like making a joke.
Yeah,
That's what it seems like.
I would hope it's a joke, and it's not. He's not actually like over here like I am.
No,
the
I don't think so.
and that he's rubbing rocks on the
I think we would hear that. Not very funny though.
I'm confused.
There he is. He's a
Whatever.
prophet.
Moving on.
Very strange. Indoctrination. Wait. Okay, I gotta at least see that.
Meaningful existence is definitely not a cult. We are a spiritual community.
Wait, pause the other one.
What?
Oh,
I
you
don't-
can't.
I don't
It's
know
like-
where it's like
this
playing.
website's-
I have no idea where it's playing from.
Meaningful existence, not a
Play that
cult.
one.
Okay. Is it the second one?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like it's a parody.
Attaining on into existence. Welcome to the greatest people
You
ever.
wanna feel like you're on drugs?
The more you
Close
job,
your
the
eyes.
better. A lot of things in money sell.
Oh, I was kind of getting into that.
Okay.
Not there are 3 easy steps that more easy. In fact, they're so easy. All happiness clippers.
Okay, I feel like I'm on drugs. I need to.
So
Yep.
We can't
Enough
listen
of
to
that.
his ass.
Throw the
He was
headphones.
Shoving his throat down a minor fucking sick bitch.
Very weird, man.
Yeah,
The
this
whole side
thing
to
is
Jonah, I
weird.
didn't see.
Yeah, I didn't see any of this coming, but
This
here
is
we are.
Very strange.
And I'm wondering what else will come out.
Prophet Ezekiel.
Is
Weird.
Prophet Ezekiel bread? Bread. Ezekiel bread?
There's
Type of-
Ezekiel bread.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
That's the
never
only
heard of
kind of
that.
Ezekiel I know.
Is it good?
I don't know. I've never had it. I think it's like
Ezekiel bread.
got a lot of nutrients in it.
I like all bread.
Okay, we need to fucking move on with the episode now. Bye.
See ya. As a parent, your top priority is always your child's well-being. You want to give them everything that you can so that they can grow and thrive now and in the future. And with term life insurance from Fabric by Gerber Life, you can help protect your family so their future is secure no matter what happens. Fabric was designed by parents for parents to help you get a high-quality, surprisingly affordable term life insurance policy in less than 10 minutes. And Fabric's new lower prices could mean potentially significant savings over other providers with great quality policies like $1 million in coverage for less than $1 a day. Life insurance can get a bad rap for being complicated, but Fabric makes it easy to apply with its seamless digital experience. It's all online and on your time. And if you need extra support, Fabric's team of licensed insurance agents can quickly answer your questions along the way. It takes less than 10 minutes to apply, see your quote, and then personalize your quote to fit your family's needs. And what's cool is you could be offered coverage instantly, no health exam required. Fabric has partnered with Gerber Life, which has been trusted by millions of families just like yours for over 50 years. And they also have 1,600 5-star reviews on trustpilot.com. Fabric has a 30-day money-back guarantee, and you can cancel at any time. Fabric was specifically designed to give parents like you affordable term life insurance plus wills, access to college savings funds, and more, all in an easy online experience. So protect your family today with Fabric by Gerber Life. You can apply in just 10 minutes at meetfabric.com/sesh. That's meetfabric.com/sesh, MEET fabric.com/sesh. Policies issued by Western Southern Life Assurance Company, not available in certain states. Prices subject to underwriting and health questions. So Britney Spears was smacked in the face by Victor Wembanyama's security guard. This happened on Wednesday, July 5th. Britney Spears was allegedly hit. Well, it's on camera, so it's not alleged. By a member of NBA star Victor Wembanyama's security team. This all happened Wednesday night in Las Vegas at a restaurant called Catch, which is inside the Aria Hotel. It was reported that Britney, along with her husband, Sam Ashgari, were walking into the restaurant. She saw Victor and she supposedly went up to him to ask if they could take a photo together. And according to an officer that said he reviewed the security footage, Britney went to tap him on the shoulder, and Damian Smith, the director of team security for the San Antonio Spurs, turned around and smacked Britney's hand away, causing her to hit her own face. But an eyewitness is saying that's not what he saw.
Yeah, there's like a bunch of different versions of this.
Yes.
So Brian Grahalis, who's a witness to this whole thing, said that he was outside the restaurant the night and said that Britney approached Victor's group and wanted to take a photo with him. And then he said that Britney, quote unquote, infiltrated her way into the group circle, leaned in, and then in a British accent said, "Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir." She then touched Victor's back, and that's when the head of Victor's security backhanded her right in the face and her sunglasses went flying off. But he apparently cannot recall whether or not she fell on the ground. Brian said that Victor walked into the restaurant and in a British accent, Britney screamed, "This is fucking America." Now, it was reported that after the incident, Britney went to her table and supposedly Damian went over to her table and kind of apologized and said, you know how it is when you're swarmed by fans, and adding that he didn't realize that it was Britney who came up to him, and that's, why he reacted so strongly. And Britney's security team spent time talking with Damian, and afterwards her team filed a police report with the Metropolitan Police Department alleging battery. However, the story changes again because Victor shared his side of the story in an interview with reporters and basically said that Britney didn't just tap him on the shoulder before his security guard put his hand on her. He said Britney full on grabbed him and that there were tons of people in the hallway near the restaurant that were calling for him, but he was instructed not to stop in order to avoid creating a chaotic scene. So it sounds like the whole thing was kind of chaotic before this even happened. He said that one woman kept on asking for him and that he didn't see what happened because he was walking straight and was told to not stop. And he also says the person grabbed me from behind, not on my shoulder. She grabbed me from behind. So I just know the security pushed her away. I don't know with how much force though, but security pushed her away. I don't stop to look so I could walk and enjoy the nice dinner. So there's a video that came out now by TMZ.
So let's do our own investigation here. What really happened?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Yeah.
Who did?
Yeah, then they go into the restaurant. They're at Catch.
It's America for you. Oh, good God. Okay, that was fucking extreme.
So, I mean, she definitely got smacked in the face.
Yeah, you can literally see it. It's the question of whether or not she grabbed him or tapped him on the shoulder that people seem to be kind of arguing about.
Yeah.
Can we play it one more time? I would like to just see it again.
You can't really see because that guy passes.
Yeah. It doesn't look like she grabs him, though. It looks like she's tapping.
It looks like she ran up to him and tapped his back.
That's what I can see. I mean, who really knows, I guess?
Yeah. She went on Instagram and said, traumatic experiences are not new to me, and I have had my fair share of them. I was not prepared for what happened to me last night. I recognized an athlete in my hotel lobby as I was heading to dinner, and I later went to a restaurant at a different hotel and saw him again. His security then backhanded me in the face without looking back in front of a crowd, nearly knocking me down and causing my glasses to fall off.
So whether or not this was Britney Spears, there is no reason to use that type of force on someone.
Well, here's my thing. If you're a celebrity and you're walking around and a fan comes up to you and is trying, like, excuse me, then you kind of do.
Well,
to keep them safe.
I guess but do you have to slap them?
I don't
Can't you get in between them, like make a
but the
wall
way
between them, or
he didn't
push?
turn around, see her, make eye contact, and then slap her. He was more like, get out of here.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying it's great, obviously, but I don't know, from what I could see.
I don't know. She said, I get sworn by people all the time. In fact, last night I was sworn by a group of at least 20 fans and my security didn't hit any of them. I think there's ways for security to deal with people other than like maybe it was an accident, like you're saying. Like
I think it was more like a reflex. Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. Probably not the greatest thing, but I don't know if he necessarily like intentionally made eye contact and slapped someone.
No, clearly not. But I feel like you could get, be a bodyguard. Move your body, make a wall between people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very embarrassing for him and his security, though, I think, hitting Britney Spears, not hard enough to knock her sunglasses off the face.
Bro, that's very dumb.
Her husband also issued his own statement. He says, I am opposed to violence in any form, especially without justification in the defense of yourself or someone else who is unable to defend themselves. Self-defense can be unavoidable, but the defense of any woman, especially my wife, is not debatable. I consider my reaction subdued considering what occurred, and I hope the man in question learns a lesson and changes his disregard for women. Thank you for your support. I agree. I think this was too much. Like, I understand it'd probably be a really stressful job to be a security guard. You're really trying to... Who knows what that person could have had? He obviously didn't know it was Britney. She could be carrying a weapon.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what if it was a crazed fan who was mentally unwell and is running up to someone who's famous and maybe has a weapon?
Yeah. And not to shame Britney in any way, but I do think, like, she of all people should know to, like, approach someone famous with caution, or to be, like, if that happened to her, she knows that her security would stop them.
Right.
But again, I don't think it was I don't think she deserved to be slapped in the face. I think that was, but yeah, was his intention to slap her?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't think so, but
he also
probably could have
says
handled it better.
The violent behavior of an out of control security guard should not cast a shadow on the accomplishment of a great young man on the rise.
Yeah, I agree with that for sure.
Yeah, it's not his
fault. You have nothing to do with it. The blame should fall on the coward.
Should fall on the coward who did this. The people who hired him without any proper vetting, and systemic culture of disregard for women within sports and entertainment. I can't imagine a scenario where an unarmed female fan showing any kind of excitement or appreciation for a celebrity would cause her to be physically assaulted, much less than being hit in the face for tapping someone on the shoulder. And it did look like a tap to me. I don't think she grabbed him.
Yeah, didn't seem like it.
The changes,
that dude was in the way.
The changes needed will have to come from the top, and I look forward to those changes. Yeah, I think that was a good statement.
Mm-hmm. And then it turns out that there will be no charges filed against the security guard.
Mm-hmm. An officer said the decision was made due to the fact that the bodyguard did not willfully or unlawfully use any force or violence upon Britney, and probable cause did not exist. An arrest was not made, and a citation was not given. So, yeah, it's kind of hard to see what really happened, but I think that was very extreme. But it could have been an accident. I could see how you could accidentally,
I don't know. I feel like it's so scary out there right now for literally anyone, just in public, and everyone's so like high strung.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if someone tried to grab me, and I'm not even a celebrity, if someone tried to grab me, I'd probably like freak out, and I don't know what my reflexes would do.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
That's a good point.
Like I don't know.
Yeah. If someone
I feel bad for Britney, obviously, like that sucks.
Yeah, of course.
I'm not saying she deserves to be hit, but I guess I can kind of see like tensions are just so high in public right now, and especially at a busy restaurant, you're trying to protect this dude. I don't know.
Yeah, like she could be carrying a knife or something.
You know?
So she ran up to the back of him too. I kind of just think there's a different way to approach it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Like looking at it, I don't know. I kind of think it looks like a reaction, like you're saying. But
yeah, but I do think it was.
He could have been. He could have like had his back walk. Like if that's the case, maybe he doesn't walk with his back towards the crowd.
Yeah,
I don't know.
He's not gonna walk backwards.
Everyone has to walk backwards now.
So okay, yeah. Let us know what you guys think on that one. Interested to hear your thought.
I have a little. I just looked up Britney on Instagram, and she changed her name. So her is still at Britney Spears, but her name, like her name on her profile is Maria River Red, And I don't know, like
Maria River Red.
Yeah. So I don't know. Britney, I don't know. There's something happening there still. I feel
think
like
we can all agree to that.
it's some things like all her comments are still turned off. Like even the fact like that Sam, like what Sam said on his Instagram was really well said, right? But like, why did he? I don't know. It's just there's just things there that are just so like red flags, and the fact that like it was the back of Britney's head. You know what I mean? Like we didn't really see Britney.
Oh, so you're going into the theories
I'm
of like
going-
Britney's
Gone
a
or-
clone.
No, I don't know. I mean, I'm not going that far, but like,
There's a lot of people that think
I don't
that.
know. There's
Yeah, I
like
know.
something weird, really, really happening there, and like this just kind of like makes all of that a little bit weirder for me
I agree.
because of the reaction
Yeah.
to it. Like it was, like I don't know. Like we haven't seen many pictures of Britney in the wild. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like that doesn't really exist.
Mhm.
Like paparazzi picture, not even paparazzi, not even that, but like just there's not very many. Obviously, she goes
Like
out and
public
stuff,
moments.
just public moments with her, and like it just, I don't know. This was just a weird.
I think everyone can agree there's something weird
Still
going on
happening.
with Britney. Whether
Yeah.
like what degree of weirdness you think.
Yeah.
There are so many
Yeah.
theories out there. I do think there's definitely some level of control with her. A lot of her posts do not seem like her, but like who really knows?
Who really
right?
knows? Yeah,
And I don't know if it's like helpful to speculate,
totally.
but
No,
maybe
totally.
it is. On the other side of that, like maybe she does need help. So it's like it's a really hard. The Britney thing is a very, very hard topic.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
God,
And
I
it's
saw
crazy.
a video of her recently, just like crying, dancing and crying, and I just felt like she just looked so sad.
I do wonder what her real life is like.
I do too.
And how much freedom she still.
I guess that's.
Yeah.
I guess that's what I'm like kind of getting to is like I wonder how her life actually is, and like from what we see online, obviously we only see a tiny percentage of her life online, right? Like
and like how much of it is really coming from
Yeah,
her?
exactly.
Yeah, I don't know. There are a lot of theories out there about Britney, though. It's just sad. Britney's story is one of the saddest.
It really
in
is.
Hollywood.
Yeah.
It really is.
like who knows how her life has improved after the conservatorship is like now
Yeah.
done. You know what I
Still
mean? Like
Very controlled.
yeah, I agree.
Mhm.
It's
But-
very sad. And I hope that she is seeking the, mental help that she deserves.
Yeah.
And, I just
Mhm.
hope the best for her.
I do too. Makes me sad.
Yeah. Speaking of fans, speaking of celebrities, though,
Oh yeah.
another phone throw.
So our question is answered. People are not okay.
People are not okay.
Mm-mm. Drake is the latest victim
Yep.
of the growing phone throwing trend, or throwing anything. Maybe your mom's ashes, whatever you can find.
Flashlight.
A flashlight.
Fleshlight. Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
He was almost hit with a phone during his recent concert in Chicago. He was performing a rendition of Genuine's song, Anxious.
Genuine.
Genuine. Right.
I don't know anything. I
Genuine.
don't know what that even
Okay.
is.
Genuine. And an overexcited fan threw their phone at the stage. Luckily, Drake saw that shit coming, attempted to snatch it right out of the air. However, he missed and it landed across the stage. Here's actually a video of this happening.
It's just vibing.
Yep. He's singing. Looks like a slow song. We can't play it because of copyright, but
Chucks a phone. He just looks at it like,
He's
what
like,
the
oh,
fuck?
whatever.
an attempt to catch it that was like a it
He's like, eh.
was like an afterthought.
He's probably like, oh God.
Mm.
Every day now, someone gets a phone chucked at them. I don't get why you want to chuck your phone. You're not going to get it back, though.
Right?
should bring
How
tomatoes back.
stupid.
Tomato. You
Imagine-
stop throwing the dang tomatoes.
Throwing a tomato at Drake.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so he's joined with many others.
Mhm.
BB Rexa, Lil Nas X, Ava Max, Pink, Kelsey Ballerini, all people we talked about last week being hit with flying objects while
Did-
performing in
Did
the
you
recent
see
weeks.
Adele? She was at
Oh,
a concert
yes,
and she
I
was like,
did
if
see
someone
this.
tries to hit me with something, I'll fucking kill ya.
Yeah,
Jesus
she's
Christ.
so funny. I love her. Did you see the other video of Drake from one of his concerts recently where he had a hologram of himself as a kid? So he had like
Huh.
Aubrey Graham was his name. He was
Oh,
an
that's his
actor on
name?
Degrassi. Yeah, his name is Aubrey.
Oh.
And he had from like that stage in his life sitting on a couch like bopping to his own song, and he like goes and sits down next to his childhood self.
That's
and they're like
trippy.
vibing together. I was so curious how they did that.
It's like when the Kardashians did a hologram of their dad.
Oh yeah.
Remember that?
Yes, I do remember
That shit was wild.
Yeah, hologram. This one was so realistic looking. Can we actually pull it up? I really want you guys to see this.
This is like some crazy shit. It's pretty soon, dude. You're going to be able to just host concerts and not even have the artist there.
I know.
And just have the hologram show up.
I know.
And dance
the
around.
future freaks me out. And it's like there's no way that this was just a video of him that they took. It's a full 3D rendering of him. So it had to be like AI made. Here, check it out.
I wonder how much it costs to make something like that.
I'm sure it wasn't
so
cheap.
much.
Let's see it.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So he like walks over and literally sits next to him on the couch, touches his hand.
Wait, he gives him something.
I think they like kind of do a little handshake.
No, he literally took the paper out of the hand.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Weird.
Wait, how is that? Watch. The hologram hands a piece of paper.
Oh, he hands him something.
Are you sure this is a hologram? It's probably
Yeah,
a
no,
fucking
it is.
person. I was kidding.
No, it's a hologram.
That's insane.
And then he just sits next to him for like a minute and sings, and he's bopping. Here, go to that last video.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah,
here?
that one. Yep. Perfect. Look at that. How wild is that?
Holy shit.
And so that's got to be AI made, right?
Well, versus what?
I mean, they didn't like
Legos?
take a video. No, I'm saying like, could they have taken a video from the past and then?
They probably took, something from his past, like a picture or video or something, and then
That is
used
tripping
AI.
me out.
Isn't that cool as fuck?
How
Though,
they
sitting
take
next
the
to your
piece of
young
paper,
self.
though? That bothers me.
Yeah, that was weird. I don't know. Maybe there's someone in like a green suit.
Is this all an illusion?
It's all on top of him. I don't know.
That is so
fucking
bizarre.
cool. I loved that though, and I love the song that he was singing for that. Very interesting.
Crazy.
Okay, moving on here. Fucking Elon again.
This is so funny.
This
Are you on
idiot.
Threads?
Yeah, you follow me on Threads.
Oh, right. Duh. Sorry. I guess my question is, what is your thoughts about Threads?
I like Threads so far. It's not
Do
as
you?
toxic. I think that was Twitter's biggest problem is how negative and toxic it is. It is a horrible place.
Oh, it's terrible.
And Threads so far,
It's fun over there.
I think the difference is between Threads and Twitter is on Twitter you can be anonymous, and Instagram you kind of can, but it's connected to your personal profile and your pictures of your face. And the meanest people on Twitter are always people that have no photo most of the time.
True.
I've noticed that. And I think because it's connected to who you are and your whole profile, and it's connected right to your Instagram, that's going to be lesser.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know. I like Threads so
I don't know.
far.
I love Threads. I have a thing to brag about. I was in the first 3 million people to get Threads.
Oh,
okay.
I was like 3 hours after you. I must have been close.
Wait, how do you
It'll
know?
say on your Instagram profile.
Is it your number?
Your
Oh, it
number. Yeah, the number is how.
What? I want to know
how
what
long-
number.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now.
Show me how to do it.
It's literally on your profile.
Oh,
You are
other people can see it?
Yeah, you are 6 million.
I'm 3 million.
Damn, I was like 3 or 4 hours after you. That's 3 million
I'm
joined in that
2.5.
time.
Yeah, because this is crazy. In the first 24 hours, 30 million people joined. This is the fastest growing app in history with over 100 million users in 5 days.
Wow. So wait, how do you see that? Show
on
me
your
on
profile.
I'm on my profile.
No,
I don't see
on
it.
your Instagram profile.
I'm on it too. Where? I don't see it.
What the fuck?
Let me see you.
I didn't
Kendall.
see anything. I didn't see people's ranking of joining.
Yeah, you're 6.
That's weird.
That's weird. Mine shows mine.
Yeah.
Huh. Maybe I need to update my app. I haven't updated any of my
That's
apps in
really
months.
bizarre. I have no idea.
Well, anyway, I like Threads. It's pretty cool.
I like Threads. It's fun.
Although there's a lot of people on there that are, I feel like, never got on Twitter. And so they think it's just Facebook. And you can tell like people who came from Twitter and then people who are completely new to the idea of
Really?
this. I think so.
I'm having a nice time. It's giving me like 2008 Facebook vibes.
That's what I'm saying. It's giving me a lot of Facebook,
but
which
Facebook
I haven't been on
back in
Facebook in so
2008
long.
was so fun.
Was it?
You loved Facebook. Don't try and act like you never into Facebook.
No, it was all right. Never as fun as Twitter was, though. I mean, Twitter's just, sometimes it's fucking hilarious.
Unhinged.
Like, it's unhinged.
Yeah,
It doesn't-
extremely
it's very a
unhinged.
clean
like a
version.
Dumpster fire.
Which maybe that's why it's going to do better, because it's a more held together version
Mhm.
of Twitter. People are keeping their
Well,
shit together. But how long will
Fair
that
enough.
last?
Yeah, I was gonna say it's only been up for like less than a week,
But they'll get the vibe.
so we'll see. But yeah, Elon's pissed. Sent it just cease and desist.
A cease and desist.
Just cease. Meh. He's pissed. Yeah, sent it to Zuck saying that he had serious concerns that Meta has engaged in systematic willful and unlawful misappropriation of Twitter's trade secrets and other intellectual property.
Could he be right?
I don't know.
It's very similar. Like, what protections are there for
Dude, I
a
don't
social
freaking
media
know.
app? They're calling it, like, there's no retweets. It's threading.
Yeah. Or no, it's repost. It should have been rethread.
Rethread would have been much better.
Should have been.
Zuck.
Come on, Zuck.
Maybe he like couldn't for some reason. I don't know. Yeah, the letter says that, quote, Twitter intends to strictly enforce its intellectual... Sorry, I just had a fucking brain fart. Sorry. Jesus. It says, quote, Twitter intends to strictly enforce its intellectual property rights and demands that Meta take immediate steps to stop using any Twitter trade secrets or other highly confidential information. And it also claims that Meta has hired dozens of Twitter employees, which Zuck was like, that's literally not true.
Oh, he said that's not true?
Yeah, it says Meta deliberately assigned these employees to develop, in a matter of months, Meta's copycat Threads app with the specific intent that they use Twitter's trade secrets and other intellectual property in order to accelerate the development of Meta's competing app in violation of both state and federal laws. But yeah, well, I guess it wasn't Zuck that said it. A spokesperson for Meta said that no one on Threads engineering team is a former Twitter employee. And I do wonder though, because sometimes I'm like, okay, Threads is great, but like there needs to be a little bit more to it. I feel like it was a little rushed, and I wonder if that's because Twitter is fucking tanking right now with Elon's dumbass shit that he's implementing.
This was a moment of opportunity.
Yeah, Zuck's like, guys, press the live button now.
Yeah, we're going live, and we'll fix things as we go.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
It seems like there's a lot on the app that's still developing, but I think it's so smart to do it the way he did. He's clearly just been hanging on to this for so long.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and he's tried to copy other apps too. Like Reels is a total copy of TikTok, and Stories is a total copy of Snapchat. I mean, and there is an argument to some degree. Elon's made the point of like, Zuck's going to literally control all our lives. And maybe there's something to be said about that. Does own so much.
I'm not over here being like, I love Zuck.
No, I don't think anyone is.
Like,
but it's still like,
fuck Zuck.
Elon
but also,
is so much fucking worse.
I hate Elon so much.
He's tanking his platform like beyond.
He pisses me off. Dude, the
rate
other
at
day,
which Twitter has gone downhill has been astounding.
Oh, horrible. Yesterday I was on Twitter and Mr. Beast tweeted and it was like, sorry, you can't read this because you aren't subscribed to him. I'm like, what does that fucking mean?
What?
Yeah. Said he had to subscribe to Mr. Beast in order to read this tweet. I don't know what that means.
You can do tweets that are just for your subscribers. Yeah, you can have subscription Twitter.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, dude's tanking the app for sure. But I wish it was someone else that made this app.
Like who?
I don't know. Fucking anybody other than Zuck. Because it is concerning how much he owns. I mean, Meta, the metaverse is going to be a big thing eventually.
Yeah.
All our lives are going to be so controlled by the meta universe.
Well,
and everything.
Zuck is a robot, so.
That's what I'm saying. Like, are we scared to be controlled by a robot?
Absolutely. I'm fucking scared. I'm scared of Zuck.
I'm still on there. I mean, I'm not stopping.
What the hell? I got Threads. It's fun.
And it was smart because it's all built in. The fact that it's connected to another app was so genius. Because you join and you automatically have followers. You automatically have engagement. You don't have to start from ground zero.
You don't have to upload
Twitter.
A profile. You get a bio. And it's literally, I pressed one button. It was like, you want Threads? Yes. Do you want to connect to your Instagram? Yes. Boom. Done.
Yep.
And then you got it. It's
certainly
very,
smart.
very smart. Elon's pissed though, dude. After his cease and desist letter, he tweeted, competition is fine, cheating is not. And then most recently, he called him a cuck and says that he wants to have a dick measuring contest.
Wait, who? That actually happened?
Yeah, why is that?
Where's that from?
I put a picture in there. I don't know why it disappeared.
Yeah, what did
but yeah.
There's a screenshot of Elon saying that? He called him a cuck?
And then I was like, is this fake? So I spent like 20 minutes earlier today scrolling through Twitter to find it. It's like all in this thread. He like replies to someone. It's like, Elon's a cuck. Or I mean, Musk is a cuck. And then like there's a few more fights. And then it's like...
Wait.
Or sorry, Elon.
Zuck
sorry,
is a
Jesus. Zuck is a cuck. I'm getting my billionaires confused. Sorry.
That's a nice
Yeah,
diss.
he said Zuck is a cuck and that he should have a dick measuring and it's actually on Elon Musk's Twitter. I was like, there's no way this isn't fake.
Let's go. Dick measuring contest. And then followed by the fight cage match.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who do we think is going to win both of these?
Oh, that's a good question because we've already discussed cage match. Weren't we all in agreement that Zuck would probably win in a cage match?
I think Zuck has a bigger wiener too.
I would agree.
I'm giving.
Elon is
wiener.
giving little man. I mean, not little man.
But they're both so rich, they could have
That's true.
little implant.
Totally.
Maybe they both got huge schlongs.
Ew, I never want to hear that word come out of your mouth again.
Here's that screenshot. I'm
Yeah,
gonna go
there
back
it
in the
is.
history.
Okay. Wow, you really said it.
Yep.
Dude, he's unhinged. He's
He
like
doesn't
threatened.
care.
Zuck is a cuck. Zuck is a cuck. Good one,
See?
Elon.
Wait,
Zuck is a cuck.
what's a cuck?
A cuck is short for cuckold, which is a medieval term that I'm not kidding. That is used for a man who is married to a wife who has cheated on him.
Look at Urban Dictionary right here in the flesh. That
Wow.
was amazing.
Thank you.
For that.
You're welcome.
I love that you put in that it's an older
It's a
term.
derogatory term for a man.
It's like a category on Pornhub, right? Or like a porn website, right?
Oh, I don't know.
I thought
Yeah, it's like when you watch.
Oh, like a cuckold.
Yeah.
Is that what you
This
said?
is getting-
It's when a married man is married to a woman who has is infidelity.
And you watch it.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Thank you for that
I
piece
know
of
it's a whole
information.
category of porn.
Okay.
Interesting.
Why don't we watch a sample?
Oh my God. Okay. Well, I would love to see the fight.
I know.
And I
me
want to see where this
too.
goes. Maybe he really will sue him. Is it possible that he really does have like some type of secrets that he's using or employing or
I don't think so. I don't think
what
Zuck is that dumb.
protections do they
I'm
have?
sure Zuck knew this was coming.
Or maybe he is that dumb and he doesn't care because it's going to make so much money that's worth the steal. You know, he's like, I'll take it.
I don't know. I'm sure he was quite prepared to be sued by Elon.
Yeah. Sure. He's like, bring it on.
Yeah.
I don't care.
He gives a fuck.
I got plenty of dough. Come at me, bro.
What do you think? Elon was going to be like, nah, it's an awesome app, bro. Can't wait to collab on
Maybe he
it.
joins in.
Who's more rich?
I don't know. Can you find out?
Elon. Elon's the richest person in the world.
I'll
Is
look up
he
Elon. You
really?
look up
Yeah.
Zuck.
Ew, I hate him so much. He's the richest person in
Yes,
the world.
Elon is. Yes, he wasn't for like a few months.
Oh, by a lot.
Yeah, by a lot. Yeah, he's the richest person in the
Oh.
world.
Elon is worth 245.9 billion, and Zuck is worth 103 billion.
Zuck's a poor ass little bitch.
Crazy.
Zuck's a poor ass bitch compared to Elon.
I would not.
Yeah.
So even less than, or even more than, like Bill Gates.
Bill Gates isn't the top. The
No?
other top is Bernard Arnault.
Never heard of him.
My
He's a
friend and
fucking
I-
rich guy.
My friend and I were
Interesting.
talking about how much money this would be, like how much tangibly it would be, and I think we calculated it'd be like 69 Rolls Royce or 69 Maybachs.
No, it's way more.
It's got to be more than that.
way more than that.
Yeah.
Is it? Oh, maybe it was something else. I don't know. We calculated and it was unreal, and we're like, this is disgusting that we live in a world
gotta
like
be
this.
hundreds and hundreds of
Yeah.
Maybachs.
Well, it
and-
depends on how many Maybachs. Like, or what kind of Maybach?
is it Maybach?
Maybach.
Maybach.
Mm. Gotcha. Anyway, let's get into some CSI.
This is so funny. This fucking video that you sent this to us.
Did I?
It was so the man.
Oh yes, I love
this is so good. This is just a random ass thing we have to react
Yes,
to.
it's so good.
Some dude tried to fucking rob a nail salon, and it went so horribly
Of all
wrong.
places, why would you do this?
Everybody get down! Give me all your money! And get the money!
So unsure.
They were so confused. Look at that.
Get out! What's the money?
Hello,
Dude's like,
bro. It looks like he literally thought of this 1 minute before walking in.
What's the money?
look at the girl.
Everybody give me everything!
Everybody, give me everything.
What's the money?
Listen to what this woman he says in the outside.
He's like, "What's wrong with you people? Aren't I scary?"
She goes, I don't have any.
He goes, "Give me your money."
I don't have any. Yeah, this happened on July 3rd.
Oh,
World's best robber.
That
So funny.
That
Why
was
were none of them
amazing.
reacting though? Like if someone came in and screamed that to me, I'd be fucking scared shitless.
Yeah, I'd be scared.
No matter
but he
how,
doesn't
like,
look like he's not. He doesn't have a mask on. He doesn't have a
doesn't
weapon.
matter, dude. He came
No,
in,
I know. I would.
This-
I'd
I'd
be a
be
bitch about it
shitting
too.
bricks.
I'd be running to my
I'd be
car.
scream crying.
The way he
Or
came in
trying
with
to
his
get
only
money.
one, just us running out. No, they were like, "The fuck." That was so funny.
They literally just looking at him
They're
like,
"Sir."
and the guy on the phone, he's like, "Sir, we don't have any what?"
I mean, of all places to rob, and I think most small businesses like that, nail salons, or like other places. I can't think of, like, don't keep a lot of cash on hand for a reason, right?
Most stores don't.
Yeah. So why would you even?
Most stores don't keep more than, I don't even know how much.
Couple hundred.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fucking weird.
Yeah, when I worked in retail, like we weren't allowed, like we
They
were
like
only allowed
bring
to
it
have.
somewhere at the end of the day, right? I mean, they don't have like a vault in the back.
No, we do. Oh, yeah.
I mean, you have a place to store it and then they come and pick it up.
Oh, right. But like they don't have a shit ton, like their entire business savings.
No. It goes to corporate.
It just seems like a weird thing to do. Do you think he had any legal repercussions for that?
I don't know, man. I don't know if they like are looking for him or if they found the dude. I have no idea.
They're like, nah, he's not harming anyone.
Just
So
let him
funny
go.
to me though. I love that.
I know. Amazing.
You know, you can't even like really rob a bank anymore because banks don't even keep
Yeah.
anything.
Right. So
In
like,
fact, if you go to a bank and like try to be like, I want to pull out $20,000, a lot of times they don't even have it.
yeah,
skip
they're
to you.
No. So for me, like my
easily.
mom works at a bank too, and her bank's been robbed a couple times, but literally they have like less. They have less than like thousands of dollars. Like I don't even know how much. And like even like when I worked retail, like every time we got certain like past like $500, we had to cut our drawer and we had to like take it to the back because like you.
Yeah, you think
There's-
that's like common knowledge.
I feel like it would be.
Fucking idiot. Oh my God. It seriously looks like he thought of that as he was walking in. He's like, you know what? I'm passing by. Might as well pop in and see what I can get.
He's like, was going to get a petty. Now the wait's too long. Might as well just go in and see what I can catch real quick. So maybe nail salon boy wasn't successful at his theft. But a former Amazon employee was actually sentenced to 16 years after stealing nearly $10 million. You want to know why Jeff Bezos doesn't have as much money? That's why. Just kidding.
K-Rika. It's her fault.
So on July 5th, a former Amazon manager, Karelly Wortham, was sentenced to 16 years in federal prison after stealing over $9.4 million from the company while she worked there.
Fucking nuts that she did this long.
Yeah. Yep. She worked as an operations manager at an Amazon warehouse in Georgia from August 2020 to March 2022. And she supervised other workers and approved new vendors as well as the payment of vendor invoices. So basically, Karelly used her job to submit over $10 million in false invoices for fake vendors and then redirected the funds to herself and 6 other employees as well.
Oh.
How did they do this for so long?
I know.
10 mil, dude?
In only 2 years too. That's kind of impressive.
But
It's
2
very impressive,
But 2
honestly.
years is kind of a long time, I feel like.
Yeah, to go that long without anyone, like they must have known eventually jigs up. Like we got just so much time.
So basically, the 6 others who were involved would help her with providing false invoices and also names and social security numbers that they used to create these fake vendor accounts. And she used the stolen money to fund an extravagant lifestyle, baby. She was driving multiple luxury cars. Oh, and she had a co-conspirator as well, her girlfriend, Britney Hudson. Anyway,
Hell
she was
yeah.
driving Teslas, Porsches, Lambo. She had $1 million home.
She must have known that like this wasn't going to last forever. So I might as well
Probably.
just go hard, live a nice 2 years.
Yeah. Hopefully it was a nice 2 years. But anyways, she was actually charged with wire fraud in September 22 and pled guilty in November. According to prosecutors, after Karelly left Amazon and was out on bond, she and her girlfriend were working with a franchising company to try and open a hookah lounge. And then when the company asked them about the charges related to Amazon's case, Karelly and Britney sent the company forged court documents indicating the charges had been dismissed in the case. So they're like, no worries. Actually, it was dismissed. Like, no worries at all.
That's insane.
And then both their bonds were revoked after authorities heard about the forgery, obviously. So she pled guilty to 1 count of conspiracy to commit fraud, wire fraud, and she was also ordered to pay more than $9.4 million in restitution to Amazon and will face 3 years of supervised release after her sentence. The bitch isn't even in jail.
That's wild. I never would have thought that. Damn, she got off really easy and she lived a nice 2 years.
Fake vendors.
Smart. Honestly, rip off Bezos. Whatever. Live your best.
Wait, Bezos doesn't even own Amazon anymore.
That's true.
Like, I think he owns less.
Is he's got to still be like invested in it or something.
Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, I think he only owns, 10%.
Oh, damn.
So, whoop, whoop, whoop.
That's kind of hilarious, honestly.
Shouts out. Just kidding. Don't do that.
I'm
That's
just so
fucking
surprised
stupid.
she was able to go so long.
I mean, 2 years, like that's not a lot of time to rack up 10 mil. Like she did that pretty quick, but then also 2 years of being able to do that.
Yeah.
I'm just surprised at how fast. Like that's a lot of fucking money for
Yeah.
2 years.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Insane.
Maybe if she had like, done smaller amounts, maybe she could still be doing this right now.
No,
Just
but
let it
she's like
trickle in slowly.
50,000.
And of course, she had to
20,000.
live that extravagant lifestyle.
I
She
would.
needed that
Well, if
Lambo.
you're gonna
attention
do
to
all
herself.
that.
Well, wouldn't it be an easier way to get caught?
yeah.
Yeah, but
People
what are you
start
gonna
being
do?
Like,
Yeah, but
this
what are you
isn't
gonna do with
aligning
all of
your
it?
job? That's
If you're
true.
just stealing it,
They had
what
to
are you gonna
spend
do?
it.
Yeah.
Save it?
Well, that's what she
That's
wanted to
true.
open a
Hookah lounge.
A hookah
Yeah.
lounge, yeah.
That would have been lit. She should have.
You ever been to a hookah lounge back in like high school?
Yeah, you know it. You've
Oh,
been
right.
with me.
No, I haven't.
We've definitely gone to a hookah lounge together at some point. I love a
okay.
good hookah lounge.
Ugh,
I'm pretty sure we went with one of your ex-boyfriends when we were in high school.
really?
I have a vague memory of it.
Interesting. I have no memory of that, but I do remember going with my friends.
I love a good hookah. It's horrible for you, but it's a fun time.
I used to be able to smoke in high school. Now I can't. It makes me want to throw up and give me a headache. Sad.
I love it.
It was fun times back in high school. Sneak into the hookah lounge.
Oh yeah.
Kissing the boys.
That's where me and Josh's kind of first kiss was, a hookah lounge. We did one of those.
Sexy.
What's it called? Like where you transfer the smoke to each other.
Oh,
There's a
wait.
name
French
for it.
inhale.
No, French inhale is
Sydney
when it
would
goes
know.
up your nose.
Oh, that's
What's
right.
it called?
Oh,
Sydney would know.
I know. I think Jared and I did
Look
the
it
same
up.
thing.
It's got to, yeah, that was like our first kind of kiss. And then our actual
A
first
hookah
kiss
kiss.
happened like a week later. But
Wow.
yeah, it was pretty spicy.
How'd you decide to do that? You're like, hey, wanna
Everyone was doing
share
it.
smoke?
Oh, it's called like
Oh, let me think.
a shot. My sister's here saying it.
Say it.
Shotgun. That's
Yes.
right. It's called a shotgun. Yep. Yeah, we shotgunned.
Ooh, hot.
It was very hot.
Spot- What was it at? Which one? The Hubbly Bubbly?
Or hubby.
Yes, it was. It was at the Hubbly
Ooh,
Bubbly.
that place
in
closed down. That place
Aurora.
is sketch as
Yep.
fuck, man.
Oh, it was super
Oh,
sketch.
dude, all
They are.
all
They're
hookah lounges are
nasty,
sketchy.
too.
There's this one in Pueblo that's still kicking. I used to go there
Hell.
in high school, and my brother invited me there the other day, and I was like, absolutely not. I'm not going.
I would have gone. You should have invited me. I missed
Ew.
doing hookah. It's been so long.
Let's go to the hookah
Why don't
lounge.
you just get a hookah? You have one. Shut
Yeah,
up.
but then it was shitty. I got it a few years ago, and
Yeah.
Sydney tried to tell me no, but this woman was like really convincing me. She's
It
like,
was
"This is from
beautiful.
Egypt.
It was a
beautiful,
gorgeous hookah.
but the thing sucked."
Yeah, it was jank.
Yeah, I got rid of it when I moved.
What was your favorite flavors of shisha?
Any of them, I loved it all. I just loved the act of
I liked
puffing on it.
Fantasia.
I always thought it was so fun.
Remember Fantasia?
Mhm. Yes, I do. I remember
But
that
isn't it
one.
the equivalent of smoking like a pack of
Yeah, it's-
cigarettes?
it's-
The thing
it's
is really
horrible for
bad.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It is extremely
probably shouldn't
bad
do
for
that
you.
anymore.
Don't smoke, kids.
But they do sell shisha that is tobacco free.
Yeah,
Oh.
it just still has vitamin E and a bunch of other waxes.
Not great.
Yeah.
Anyway, we have
Oh,
one more
sad.
little story here for you guys. This woman in Mexico at the airport freaked the fuck out. Unreal. It was caught on camera. I feel like every week we see someone lose
Everyone's
their shit
losing their
at the
shit on
airport,
airports.
in a plane,
Mhm.
On
something.
a train.
On a
in a vehicle of some sort.
Mhm.
On July 4th, a video posted to Twitter showed a woman going absolutely nuts at a Volaris Airlines ticket counter in Mexico City International Airport. In the clip, this lady picks up the barcode scanners, the computer monitors, and keyboards and smashes them on the ground. And it goes on for a while.
Oh yeah, the
It's
video's crazy. We
insane.
should just watch the video.
Yeah, let's watch the video. This is Maria Guadalupe, who's 56 years old. Apparently, she was told that she needed to complete her purchase of her flight, and she tried to make the payment with several credit cards, which all declined, which caused the airline's fraud prevention system to issue a security alert. She demanded a refund for her previous payment, and the employee told her that she was unable to issue a refund right at that specific time. And this is when she lost her good loving shit. Let's see it.
This is so fucking bad. I feel bad for these employees. It's terrible.
This is scary.
You can't help but laugh at her though. Like this shit's fucking wild.
Fucking insane.
E.
Saying you pay for it.
Is that what she's saying?
Yeah.
You pay for it. Well, honey, you're gonna pay for it. It's the reality.
Now
here.
you're really gonna pay for it,
Look
girlfriend.
at this. She really smashed the fuck out of this. She picks it back up off the ground with this work. Smashes it.
Shit. Side note: I want to go to a what are those rooms
Rage
called?
room.
Rage
Oh,
room.
we've had this discussion before.
I know.
I gotta go to
this
one of
looks
those.
satisfying. I would never do this in
Same.
public to someone's property.
This is a rage room in the flesh happening in real time.
But it does look satisfying as fuck to just like rip the fuck out of something and smash it on the ground.
Yeah, when you're angry like that.
Ooh.
It's
Looks
good stuff.
so entertaining.
But like, what is the thought process between these people?
Well, I think they just like black out and go into a rage.
But like that much of a rage over, like you're eventually going to get your refund. It's going to happen, right? But she had to have it now, bitch.
Yeah.
Well, now she's never going to fly again.
Yeah, seriously.
And imagine how much more she's going to have to pay for all the equipment and everything. It's like total backfire.
Yeah.
I just wonder, like in their minds in that moment, I guess, yeah, they're like blacked out. They're not even thinking it through, but there's no thought coming through that says like, if I pick this up and fucking break it, I'm going to pay for this.
I would like to like in me myself, I'm like, I would never do that. I would think of the consequence. But I don't know. I guess like when if you're that angry, pissed off, it doesn't even
I don't think anything could make me that angry that I would break shit. Unless like someone had hurt my child or my husband or someone I care about. Had like
I would say I could get angry enough.
Them or like
if I saw Charlie get
fucking refund,
no, I don't give a damn. But if it was like over one of my family members or one of my dogs, I would rip someone's face off. Yeah, and I would go to jail.
Yeah, over someone you love. I think that would be the only thing to like really push me that far over the edge. But over a refund or a plane ticket or your plane being canceled or whatever it is, your bag
I would
being
just start
overcharged.
Crying.
Yeah, like I think a lot of people, you can get angry in a moment when you're having bad customer service, but like nothing's ever made me that mad where I've then taken physical action on someone, gone behind the counter. Like what drives people to this point? It's so fascinating to me.
Yeah. When you like, how do you not stop? Like you throw one computer and then if I did that, I'd be like, I wouldn't think to go, let me go grab another one.
But maybe you would because at that point you're like,
I'm in it now.
I'm in it now, bitch. Might as well
just add
commit.
This to my tab.
I might as well commit. Boom. Exactly. That's right.
Fucking awesome.
Might as well. Rage, man. Road rage.
It's amazing.
I'd see road rage as another fucking problem.
Do we know anything more about if she's getting charged for this or if there's any?
Good question, honestly. I don't know.
Police reportedly arrested her for disturbing the peace and damaging all the equipment.
So she went to jail?
Yeah.
Well, they arrested her. Who knows if she went to jail? Maybe she was just like,
she's got to be paying for all the equipment, right?
Probably.
Not a great move, lady.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry about that. Need to relax.
You need to calm down. Isn't that a Taylor Swift song? I heard that on TikTok earlier.
Stop. Okay, so the TikTok of the albums is living rent free in my head, and I cannot get it out. The Taylor Swift album ones,
really?
Red.
19? I haven't seen those.
Oh my god, no, it's not even bad. I don't even know anything about the albums either, and I'm like, it's living rent free.
What are they? I don't know what it is.
Fearless. Red.
Oh, they're like,
wait, didn't you download the thing
ones
when it came out?
Yeah. I don't know what the TikToks that she's talking about.
Do you like the album? The Swifties do want to know. I know you guys want Kendall to talk about it.
I don't want to offend the Swifties.
Oh, she doesn't like it.
I think it's okay. I like the original version better.
Oh.
Me and Josh listened to them both compared and we agreed
not
that
Taylor's version better.
But I love that Taylor gets to release her own version because Scooter Braun's a fuck. But
is that like the manager?
I just learned about that. Like I just learned about the whole because I watched her documentary this weekend.
Yeah.
This
documentary,
weekend.
Right?
And it was a really, really good documentary. It was a really good documentary. Like
she's
respect to her, 100%.
Right?
Respect to her.
You gotta check it out, Janelle.
Yeah, Janelle, you really should. Honestly, there's a lot to more than her than just her annoying music.
Yeah, she is. So I will be the first. I love Taylor Swift, but I'm the first to admit, like, she has fucking a lot of annoying music. Like, half of her songs annoy the living shit out of me, but the other half I love so much and are so like dear to my heart.
Go ahead.
She's an amazing lyricist.
What was that one song? Go sit about and think about what you did or whatever. Go think about what you did. Go think about what you did.
Wow. You know what? I don't recall.
Go sit about
There's a lot of her songs that are just, I don't even listen to them because they annoy me. Like any of the ones that are really poppy and like revengey.
It is interesting
that's not really my vibe.
Though, why Taylor Swift people care so much about other people who are not necessarily a fan of her music and are like, please give her a chance. I'm like,
I think that's a little strange.
No one else is. I'm not over here like, please give the Grateful Dead a chance. I don't give a damn if you listen to what I listen to.
Bon Jovi?
Right.
Please,
like, why?
give him a chance.
I think that is so weird. And there's
like,
so many people who tweet me like, just give her a chance. Like, why don't you give her a chance?
Not because you don't like her music. I think it's more because you don't like her.
But even they're like, I think you would like her music if you listen to. Have you listened to this song?
She's not gonna like her music.
Why? But why do you care? You're not working for her. She doesn't need me as a fan.
No, she has more fans Dude, she has like 96 million
God,
streams
yeah.
a month
She doesn't
on
need
Spotify.
me.
No, she doesn't need
Like,
you.
so why
She
do you
sleeps fine
care?
at night. I don't know why people care.
No one is out here being like, you don't like the Rolling Stones?
Yeah.
You don't like Katy Perry?
I think it's hilarious that people give you so much shit for hating on Taylor.
And I don't even barely talk about her. Whatever.
She's coming to Denver this weekend.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, I know.
I know a lot of people going.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone
prep
keeps asking
for
me if
it.
I'm going.
Are you going?
No.
No,
Well, we're
'cause-
going camping,
Yeah.
which I'm really excited about that.
Would
but
you
I
go?
wouldn't have gone anyway. No, it's too many people. It's like I would have a panic attack and die. That would be the end of me.
And die.
Did you hear that people are having like amnesia from her concert? It's really interesting. It's this. A lot of people think it's a conspiracy that
Oh boy.
she's like subliminally controlling all these people and their minds are melting.
Have you seen the
But
one that
See, that's
that
why
she's
I'm
the,
not
the high priestess or whatever? There was like some Satanist, and she was like the high priestess of like the Church of Satan or something like that.
Oh yeah, that theory.
And,
oh
yep,
yeah, that's a
and that
fun
she looks the
old
same.
theory.
It's
Love
fun.
that
I don't
one.
believe any of these theories,
No,
by the way.
who fucking actually believes these things?
a lot of
But
people.
there are a lot of people that think she's subliminally controlled because there's been news reports on this Taylor Swift Eras Tour phenomenon where people they're like blacking out during the show, but there's this actual thing where you can have, in the same way that you can have extreme emotion in a negative way and black out.
Yeah.
You can have that. You can be so fucking over the top excited that you can black
That's
out
sweet.
and forget. So people are forgetting giant stretches of the night or seeing videos of themselves from the concert and they like don't remember her playing certain songs, and it's quite interesting. People are losing their shit over it. I mean, I love Taylor Swift's music, but I would not consider myself a Swiftie. I feel like to be
someone
a Swiftie,
tweeted
you're
like, "Oh my god, Kendall, I
hardcore.
didn't know you were a Swiftie." You're like, "Oh, I downloaded it at 3 a.m. and cried in my
Wow,
bed."
are you reading all my replies?
Yeah, I read on your
Fucking
tweet.
weirdo.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, I'm
I
a
did.
fan, but I'm like, I feel like I
call
can't
yourself
really.
a Swiftie on Twitter.
I didn't actually call myself.
agreed?
Settle down there.
Oh, she's getting mad now.
I said I've always been a fan of her, but I mean, I think to call yourself a Swiftie, like you're a deadhead for real. I don't think I'm a fan of Taylor Swift enough to be called like a name.
a Swift.
I'm not a fan of anything enough to be a name.
No.
Like
I
I'm not like
agree.
in
You're
a
a
fan
foot
base.
soldier. You are a foot soldier for life.
I am that.
Okay. You and I are foot
I'll
soldiers
take that.
for
That
life.
is the only thing. And
Oopa
I'd
troopa.
rather see H3 live than Taylor Swift.
What about but Taylor Swift isn't your favorite artist. Who's your favorite artist of all time?
Is it Casey or is Casey not?
Right now, my two favorites, Casey Musgraves and Tyler Childers.
So if are you if Casey Musgraves had like
No.
a fan
Are you a
name?
muskie?
No,
Really?
A muskie.
no. I don't like, I feel like, I don't know. I don't like worship anyone to that degree, you know? I don't know. I'm
Damn.
a fan. So if you're a fan of everything, are you automatically
No,
like,
I don't think
you
so.
get a name?
No.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I am a fan of Taylor Swift. I
Okay.
like her music. Sometimes she annoys me.
Yeah.
I'll admit it.
Yeah.
But I don't think I'm a Swiftie.
Mm.
Like, I wouldn't pay thousands of dollars to see her.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah.
But
I mean, no hate.
her music's just such a part of my childhood. That's why I'm really enjoying these older album releases, because I know every song by heart. They mean a lot to me versus the newer albums. I don't know a lot of the songs on them.
Gotcha. Okay.
And this is an old album, right? This is
Yeah. It's from
Speak
I was
now.
a sophomore or like maybe a junior. It was right around the time Josh and I were dating. So a lot of the songs remind me of like sometimes when Josh
Exes.
and I were like
Oh.
almost breaking up. Like
Yeah.
we listened to that album together a lot when we were younger. And so when we were re-listening to it, it was bringing back all these memories of like, remember when we listened to it on the way to Noodles that one time? We were listening to this song.
You
and
have
like,
such a
it's
good
very
memory, man.
nostalgic.
So Josh is a
So does
Swiftie.
Josh. Josh loves Taylor Swift.
I didn't know that.
Me either. Wow.
He really but he doesn't like any of the poppy stuff.
Right.
Like, you know,
That's fine. I mean,
but
that's fine.
he really appreciates her as
I
a
mean, she
musician.
has a lot of eras.
And she writes fucking all of it. Like, she's an amazing, she's like a
Lyricist.
poet.
Yeah.
She's very talented.
that's why people
respect
think
her.
that she was the high priestess of the Church of Satan.
She might be. She may have sold her soul. Who knows?
It's amazing.
But anyway, guys, it's been fun hanging out. I got to get home to my baby. I'm taking her out to dinner tonight.
Oh, where you going?
Just a Cafe Rio.
Mother-daughter date.
Just you and her?
Mm-hmm. Our HelloFresh got messed up. Our
Where's
payment
Josh
was
going?
declined.
Where's Josh going?
No, he's coming.
Oh, I was like, fuck
He's
you,
gonna
Josh.
stay
I'll
home.
bring you home a quesadilla. I was like, interesting.
Yeah, it was that our HelloFresh our card got like stolen, or someone got the number somehow, and there was fraudulent charges. So we turned it off and we like can't get it back on. So HelloFresh didn't go through, and we're really sad.
No.
I know.
Well,
So.
yeah, thanks for hanging out with us.
Yeah. We're going camping this weekend, so wish us luck.
Ooh.
Hopefully we survive. Janelle, I know you're so excited.
I
The whole company's
am
going.
just not a camper myself, but can't
It's gonna
wait
be
to
amazing.
build a fire with a stick and some flint.
I'm just excited for s'mores. That's my favorite part. you
love
know?
s'mores.
I'm excited for the breakfast, to be honest. I love
Yes.
camping
The
breakfast.
smell of the air. Oh, it's going to be great. I haven't gone camping in so
It's
fucking
gonna be
long.
hot though.
It is going to be hot. I'm
It's
going to
the
bring my
middle
little
of July.
fan.
I think there's a heat wave coming too.
Oh, great. Well, at least it won't rain, hopefully.
Knock
Actually,
on
did
wood.
hurt here. We might get rain on Friday night.
Oh,
But
good.
we'll report back to you guys next Monday about how it is.
Unless
But
we
in-
get eaten by a bear.
well, if a bear does come, I'm guessing he won't eat all of us. So some of us
So
will be
one
here
of the
to tell.
four of us will be back next week to tell
Only
the
one of
story. Knock on wood.
Mhm.
And that's it. We'll see you on the next sesh. But until then, keep it fresh.
fresh.